Hello everyone, how's it going? I am back again with another pick a card reading. Today's reading is going to be about what do you do next? What should you expect next? What advice do your angels have for you? What should you focus on? We have 6 options. You guys know the drill. Observe the numbers, the stones, see what calls out to you. Today's reading, you can pick more than one pile if you feel drawn to it. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I put some additional angel numbers there just in case you guys have been seeing those numbers, or if you pick a pile, or even if you see these numbers later on, you might want to come back to the reading. So while you guys decide what pile or piles you're choosing, so I let you know I'm on a ton of different platforms. From time to time, I will take breaks from this channel. As you guys could probably hear, my voice is still not 100%, but I'm on Patreon. I have 2 Instagrams. I have TikTok. I have a bunch of different things going on. I'll leave it all below. I also have shops where I sell my decks, where I will be using some of them in the reading today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. You can follow me on Instagram, QueenAliceLove, for updates on everything I have going on, because I still have a lot more planned for you guys. Okay, let's just hop right into the reading and find out, what do you do now? What do your angels want to tell you? What should you be focused on? Of course, this reading is going to highlight Mercury Retrograde coming up, but my readings are timeless. So get this reading at a different time. It doesn't matter. All right, let's get into it. Okay, 1111, let's hop right into the reading. So first of all, starting this reading, I heard not all that glistens is gold, and I feel like 1111, there's a message already coming through for you guys. I had to redo this a few times, so I feel like you guys are my workaholics, my perfectionists, and I do feel as though you guys are constantly always trying to reinvent yourself, better yourself, outdo yourself, and I feel like you need to know you're doing a great job. You guys have been working so hard for so long, and I feel that a lot of you don't realize how well you're doing compared to most people. I just want to say for this pile, a lot of people are liars, and I like to tell you guys this because you may be comparing yourself to other people, or other people may be like, oh, you have this going on, that's nothing. I have this and I have that, or I have this much money, or I make that much money. And in all reality, people are liars, 1111. I actually had to talk about this to one of my friends where she's like, oh, this girl made this much tips here and this and that. I don't know how she's doing that. I said, she's lying. Like, you have to realize people are not truth tellers. I'm not saying that people can't make that much money at whatever job, but I actually have a good lie detector inside of me, and I feel like it's something I learned along my path, that a lot of people that you may look up to, they exaggerate their successes. They exaggerate even followers, or even fake followers exist. And I feel like 1111, you don't even realize what you're up against. And on top of that, there's a lot of shortcuts and a lot of things that people may do behind the scenes, maybe to get ahead. But in all reality, you guys work with morals, integrity. You're really into just doing the work that you need to get to where you need to be. So I feel just because people may be telling you you're not doing a good job, or you're telling yourself you're not doing a good job, doesn't mean that you're not doing a good job. And also 1111, I feel like maybe there has been some things that happened to you that feel like a setback, but in reality, you're actually being pushed in the right direction for you. I actually see that a lot of you guys are in the midst of some sort of transition in your life, but you just want to reward you on your discipline and your worth ethic. That's amazing. That is not the problem. A lot of you guys are like, things are not looking the way I need them to be. Is it because I am not working hard enough? I feel like a lot of you guys are actually dealing with burnout. You can only work so hard for so long. And on top of that, 1111, I do feel a lot of you have dealt with a lot of jealousy, a lot of evil eye, because you guys got stamina. And I don't want to scare you, but I do feel like a lot of people fear your potential. So where you're at right now is nothing compared to where you're meant to be. And maybe you feel that in your soul, and that's also why you feel like you're not doing a good job. But just know that you are going to be guided to the right place at the right time for these opportunities to come in, or for the right ideas, or for the right ventures, or the right job, or the promotion, or whatever it is that you guys are stressed about. I feel that 1111, that there's like a mature man energy here. I'm getting 2 different messages. Maybe some of you guys did grow up in an environment where like nothing was ever good enough. A parent was very harsh on you. And I do feel that some of you guys do have a parent or family members that could be jealous of your successes. So they find things to critique. You're actually doing a lot better than most people, 1111. I'm really hearing that. And it's not just about money. It's about the way you guys take care of people around you. You work on yourself. You're into spiritual development. You're a good person. I feel like a lot of people idolize others just because they make money or they have fame, but that's not your guys' main priority at the end of the day, because I feel like a lot of you guys could have took shortcuts, or a lot of you guys could have had a lot more money, but you are also following your heart and being moral, but also being very hardworking. So 1111, I feel like you guys are doing a great job. You guys are definitely after your purpose here, and I do feel like you guys are also grounded in this reality where you're like, yes, I know I'm doing a good job, but money is important. I don't have enough right now, and you will be getting more. I feel like if you guys did have a setback in any which way, you're going to be rewarded like 3 times, 4 times as much. And I don't just say that to everybody, but I really feel with this pile, your angels are just kind of gassing you guys up, because what I really do see here is that you guys definitely had to come face to face with material people. And I feel like it could be either end, where you met people who weren't doing much for themselves and were mooching, and you never wanted to be like that. So maybe a lot of you guys became a hustler because you want to make things happen for yourself, and you also want to take care of the people you love. But then you probably met a lot of very material, selfish people. No matter how much they had, it was never enough. Maybe some of you guys were even married to these type of people, or these type of people were in your family. And at the end of the day, those people may have money, but the price that it probably took for them to get there is nothing that you guys would ever do or take part of. So you're already spiritually richer than most, and you have the potential to make money off of something that is genuine to you. And most people don't really have that opportunity, 1111. I mean, they do, but it takes work, and you really got to say no to temptation. And I do feel like angels, God, whatever you believe, help out anybody. But if you're not doing things with integrity, they're going to be like, all right, well, figure it out, because your angels definitely have your guys' back. They know that you have good intentions of what you're doing. And sometimes if you make a mistake or a setback, they're never going to abandon you guys. I feel like 1111, you guys are so hard on yourself because people have been very hard on you in this lifetime. And honestly, I don't think it's all bad. You chose whatever area or situation you incarnated in for a reason. I do feel like it keeps you incredibly humble. And I feel 1111, your humility is also what makes people love you, but you also have to know deep down inside that you're the shit, okay, 1111? I'm just reminding you guys that, because humility is great, but you guys are also realizing that you are doing a great job, okay? I really keep hearing that. And also, I pulled this card from this cat deck. I want to read to you guys. And I always say this, you can't take it with you, so why not leave it to your cat? Like, it's funny because 1111, it's like, I always say this to people as well, because I often am somebody that does spend on my friends, or I spend on experiences, and I like to travel, and I may not have the most in the world because I don't really take sponsorships, and I really feel like with spirituality, you really don't want to be taking people's money when they're in a vulnerable state. I really like to be more of what I do, but at the same time, I like to spend, I like to live, and when I'm traveling, I'm meeting people, or I'm moving around a lot, I am learning a lot through different people and experiences, so I also feel like in a way it pays back with my work. But people always tell me, oh, why don't you have bigger savings or this or that? And I'm like, you can't take it with you. And I always feel at the end of the day, my angels take care of me. And I feel 1111, people may think you're impractical, but you're actually very practical. I also feel as well 1111, I keep saying it, but people are liars. People do not have as much as they put out to be. Even though someone may have a big salary, they could have a lot of debt. Just because someone has a lot of followers doesn't mean they have a lot of money. Just because someone said they manifested X amount that night doesn't mean they did that. And this is something I really had to process. I swear my angels took me on a whole chapter, me and one of my friends, just for us to realize how much people lied their asses off. And I'm like, oh, people just don't tell the truth. Like, you guys are truth tellers, you're real people, and sometimes your angels really got to put you in the mindset of these people that you're nothing like them. I'm hearing that one song, one thing, I'm nothing like you and I never will be. And the song's called Mean, and I heard it from TikTok, but it's true because you guys are genuine. Like, that's why you're here. But you're also hardworking, and you guys definitely are the type of person that you're a good person, but no one's ever going to get you down and out. I feel like you are also the type that is a go-getter, and you have energy and stamina. And I do feel like your angels often give you that extra push, and people are wondering how the heck you do that. And 1111, there is a lot of evil eye on you, but somehow you get up and you keep going. And I feel like a lot of you guys have learned to defend yourself and set up for yourself, but there's still a part of you that's very much ingrained in conditioning that people have put you in this box, or people have told you were this when you really weren't that, or people have told you that you're not doing a good job, or people want you make you feel that way. There's even people that in the past have been to me like, oh, you're on YouTube, do you even make money from that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they'll just like side diss and stuff like that. And I know their intentions, 1111. But on the other end of things, I also feel you guys may get the other end of the stick, because just like I was saying, just because you have a YouTube channel, or just because you have TikTok, like most of these platforms don't really directly pay you that much. You have to find like other ways to make money. So people assume you have more. So a lot of you guys could be in that boat where people think you have more. I also know a lot of people that may have come from some sort of privilege, but their life was very strict and structured. Like, they had to really work for it, and it came at a price, and they kind of lost their self, and they had to kind of branch away from family and find themselves outside of that, but they still get the backlash of people thinking that they have it all together. So you guys can relate to that, or you're part of a family where you didn't really have much, and you guys got into the hustle and grind mentality, which is great. Everybody needs to learn to make money for themselves and learn which ways they want to do that. And I think it's really important. And I think that, there's a toxicity to hustle culture, but I was always the type of person that loves to be motivated. And I always found myself in jobs that were performance based. And I found that making money was very addicting, and not for the material reason, but just because it made me feel like I had some sort of proof of how hard I was working. 1111, I think there's nothing wrong with that. And you guys are always trying to surpass yourself. But what you're interested in saying that right now, you guys are kind of healing a codependency with work and money, so they could be hitting you in the finance department. And also 1111, they're also saying to you guys that they may be pulling back some of, maybe you guys make more right now or less, doesn't really matter, but I feel like the money is kind of like a focus right now, maybe in a lot of you guys' lives, but I feel like they're just kind of pushing you in the right direction where you are investing in the right areas of your life or bringing you the right people, the right jobs. So maybe like, oh my God, I just lost this opportunity, but that opportunity may have been more financially burdensome later on, or it may have started off as good, but it may not end up as good. 11-11. So don't really worry about what isn't for you. Just worry about like anybody that is not supporting you at this point in your life, because 11-11, you guys are my leaders, my teachers, my mentors. It came to me as at a certain point that most people that I knew that didn't want to support me were never going to, because if like thousands of people online supporting me wasn't enough for them to see, okay, I'm doing something good in the world, and some of these people still wanted to say that I was this and I was that, then nothing will ever be, you know, 11-11. And I'm very grateful to have my YouTube channel, but I also felt as well, I always wanted the validation and the support from the people closest to me, like my family, my friends. I always felt like YouTube was great, but these are people that this is my job, these people that I'm helping, and I love that. But I kind of learned to just get the satisfaction from you guys, my audience, more than people I knew personally, because I just think that a lot of people just don't want to see your success, 11-11, but you have impacted so many in a positive direction. Even if you don't have a platform, I really want to say this because there are people that have noticed that you guys are great people. I even feel as well, I just channeled, you know, my angel number guide. I started a little like side thing, but I channeled a message that like friends of people that you have left behind have seen that people have wronged you and you kept going. Like you guys are just really great people, but I feel like you had to walk this path on your own, because where you're going, not a lot of people will understand it, and not a lot of people are allowed there. And it really just is a lot of divine intervention, a lot of divine protection. And when you guys start seeing 11-11 or 999, guys, check out my angel number guide. You can follow me on Instagram, QueenAliceLove, as well, because I'm getting a ton of angel numbers. But those were numbers that I saw before this YouTube channel. And then I also see it before I'm starting a new project or something that I'm being called to do. So you guys might be seeing those numbers, like you're just being called to something else right now. You're not losing, you're actually just being called in a new direction or being prepped in a new direction. So again, don't worry about if the money ain't looking like the way you want it to. I get it, because you always just want to like make sure you are stable, taking care of yourself. A lot of you guys are very independent and you have no one else to fall back on. So I see that you guys are disciplined for a reason. It's not that I'm dissing that, but I also want you guys to realize how protected you are and how much of a good job you're doing. And also how much people who have lied or presented something that wasn't the truth that you may be comparing yourself to. And I also feel as well, 11-11, I don't think you guys are the type to be like, why them and not me? I think it's just more of the energy of like, how come things are not working out for me, but this person's saying that worked for them? Because people are liars. I feel like you guys are here to spread authentic truths in whatever ways possible. I feel like some of you guys are business people. Some of you guys are leaders, teachers, entrepreneurs, and don't put your eggs all in one basket. I really feel like my light workers and my healers especially, you're multi-talented, multi-dimensional. You're here to do multiple different things. So like maybe one of the boxes that you guys were working on didn't work out, but there's like 5 other on the way, and maybe you had to drop 2 things you were working on and pick up 2 more. So don't worry about the one thing that got dropped. And I feel like this has happened to you guys a few times in your life and you're getting good at it, but I really just feel like there's an energy where you just need to know that you're doing a great job. Don't give up before the good part, because there's just a big exhaustion energy here, and there's a big energy where a lot of eyes are on you guys at this point, and at times it could be very draining, and at times there's just people around you that also could just be very draining. And I also feel as well, even if you guys are isolated, people just don't share your mentality, so sometimes their energy could just rub off on you, and it's not personal, especially maybe family as well. You're meant to be the leaders in your family, in your circle, in your community, in your job, in your field, in your creative field, you know, no matter what it is that you guys are working on. So yes, it's part of your destiny, whatever it is that you guys feel like is not working out. It's kind of triggering a little bit at your control issues, because I do feel 11-11, you guys have and in many lifetimes were the type of person to go out there and get it, go out there and get that bread. So I feel like at this lifetime, you're actually just being called to move in a spiritual path. It's been very difficult for you, because you guys are the type to just get up and hustle and grind and get the shit done that you need to, but you're being called to something different right now. Maybe more in the creative, or maybe more of your angels actually want you to live a life where you don't have to really work that much the rest of it. Like they're actually guiding you in a way where things are going to work out more long-term for you, because they don't want you in this burnout energy all the time. They want you to feel like you are very abundant in the best way possible for you. I see that you guys actually went through a huge awakening. I pulled out my Sassy channeled messages too as well, and it says, sorry, you're going through another awakening, superpower unlocked. You're just being called to something different right now. Because when I saw the new love and spiritual growth, I actually feel like you guys are becoming new again, and you're just going to be able to move in a different direction when the time is right. And I feel like this is the pile where you're transitioning, could be a job transition, or you're just gonna transition into doing things differently and it's gonna help work out for you guys. Something like that. You're just gonna start doing things differently in your life, or an idea will come to you that helps you make more money. There's just some kind of download happening that is divinely orchestrated, because you guys are the people that your angels gift you guys with these things, because you're the people that teach everyone else how. Also, you guys take care of people around you. It may not be financially, or it is financially for a lot of you, but it doesn't matter. It's also in spirit, it's an energy. You guys are always the person that people can rely upon. So that's why, your angels help you guys out, because they know that you are the type to help a lot of people out. And yeah, you are changing the world one good deed at a time. See, some of you guys just feel like you're my humanitarians, and you're my people that are into social issues. I have a big passion in that as well. And a lot of you feel like the things that you want to do in life may not be monetary beneficial to you, but you're interested in saying that if you are doing the right thing, you will get what you need, okay? And I also feel as well, you guys will be getting money coming in, but you're in a transition period right now, so it shouldn't be your main focus. Just do what you need to do, of course, but I feel like right now you're being asked to don't give up, and your discipline's being rewarded. And you may feel like your family or people around you from your past don't see how disciplined, how hardworking you are, but people have peeped that, I feel as well that you guys are extremely mature, and even with the mature man, I originally even thought that was kind of like an energy in you guys. You're just like an old soul, and I feel that you guys have really improved so many different aspects of yourself, especially your throat chakra and your communication skills. So I feel like that is going to be changing your life. There's a lot of changes that happen. I'm actually hearing the last couple, maybe a year or two, but especially the last couple of months, where you guys have been really working on calling back your power and standing up for yourself, asserting yourself, cutting people off, and that is causing an energetic change around you. So you're actually just going to see that people treat you different. Maybe people want to pay more for your services now, or maybe, there's some kind of energetic change that's bringing you more money. It's not going to be you guys have to work any harder. It's almost like the slight changes that you made internally are going to start to reflect externally. And I feel like that's what you guys have been working on, and spiritually that, but it's just that workaholic, very down to earth, realistic side of you, probably from past life, that feels as though I have to keep working harder. It's not working out. No, you pull back that energy, because I feel like you guys are learning your self-worth. You don't have to work yourself to a bloody pulp to be successful. I feel like you guys are learning to work harder, not smarter, and also be adaptable. Especially some of you guys on social media. On social media, not a lot of people are cut out for that, because it's not like every day is awesome. It's like you're gonna have to adapt, and trends change, and you gotta be really consistent, and there's gonna be times where you lose a platform. I lost an Instagram that I worked 3 years on. There's gonna be times where your stuff's not performing, or where you just feel spiritually attacked, you gotta take a break. There's gonna be a lot of things that go on. Maybe some of you guys are working on starting some social media accounts on the side of working a job right now, and you're having to pull back your energy to something else you're working on to focus on something else, and it may not pan out financially at first, but long term it will. I know when I had to start a new project, it's kind of risky. Okay, I have to put my energy in this, but let's hope it works out, or else I just waste a lot of time and energy. I could have been doing another video for my channel, or so on and so forth. But if you're being called towards a change, there's a reason for it. So just trust your intuition, guys. That's kind of what I'm hearing for you guys. Just keep doing what you're doing, and your angels are telling you just made the best possible decision, and you guys are basically manifesting with your imagination. And I already feel like you're at a place where you have surrounded yourself with more peace. So a decision you made, you may second guess, but you're definitely more at peace. And I see as well for you guys, loyalty will be richly rewarded. So I feel like you guys have been very loyal to your path, loyal to your purpose, loyal to being a good person, and it's going to be rewarded. Money can't buy happiness unless you pay someone to scratch your head. Yeah, it's funny. I think it's cards are cute, but it's true, 1111. It's a lot of you guys are, maybe you even realized at certain points that you liked what you were doing, but it made money, but it wasn't making you happy. And I feel 1111 that you're going to be in a place where you could do it all. So just be patient with yourself. You're just going through another awakening. And while you go through another awakening, it's very hard to work. You may have had to pull back your energy for a whole year and just kind of rest and just recover. But this awakening is actually bringing you to some kind of new adventure, new opportunity, something like that. Or just some new ideas that are going to boost you guys, or even just your leadership energy is changing so that energetically around you, things are going to start to work out for the better. Look, your role as a leader has elevated. People see you transform yourself in the lives of others. What did I just say? Just because some people are not telling you around you that you have transformed the lives of others, or just because there are people in the past that made you feel like what you were doing was maybe even wrong or bad or whatever has gone on, guys, you are doing that, okay? Because I do feel like doing what's right is not always popular, but energetically speaking, you guys are the right fighters. And at the end of the day, real ones know real ones. And yeah, so that's what you guys are doing. Don't compare yourself to people who have no morals and ethics and values. You have nothing in common with those people. And most of them are liars anyway. They usually burn every bridge they come into over time because of their own energy. And if you guys had to burn bridges, it's because probably that person was draining you or doing something wrong. Yes. I feel like people from your past are gossiping about how well you're doing. You guys probably are going to pick more than one pile because I sense that kind of coming in. And yeah, you guys are really wise beyond your years. So you kind of know like how to be 10 steps ahead because you trust your intuition, but you also know what lies ahead. So if you're getting called to make a change and you don't really know why, it's probably because there's something coming that's better. Like I feel 11-11, you kind of just know that. So you're making decisions right now for the best outcome, despite what you guys may feel currently. And things are going to work out. Your angels are also telling you that you are healing this workaholic energy that you have. And because I feel like a lot of you guys have just put your head down and grind on autopilot. Your angels don't want you to do that. You have so many gifts and talents that need to be seen. I see a lot of you guys starting new projects and just having multiple sources of income, no matter who you guys are, whether you're into like, you know, investing or you're into the business world or you're into spirituality or the creative fields or on or social media. It doesn't matter. Like I feel like you're gonna be drawn to like different fields or different types of people. And I do see 11-11 that there is gonna be like new opportunities to network and meet people that actually see what you're doing and love it. You guys have a big destiny, so I really think this pile is all about you guys just continuing to have trust with your angels that they're leading you in the right direction. But right now they want you guys to congratulate yourself on how hard you worked, and they really love your discipline. They find you to be very hardworking, and they also want you to know that you need to let go of control issues and just realize that they got you. Like, I know you guys know that, but you know, sometimes with the ancestral traumas and the modern world, you forget. My angels got my back, okay? So your angels got your back, guys. Whatever's happening is happening for you, not to you. And inspiration, yeah, some of you guys are just like, I work off inspiration and I'm not feeling inspired, I'm not feeling creatively fulfilled, I don't know what to do next. It's gonna happen. You guys are gonna know. Inspiration's gonna come. The best advice is, yeah, whatever problems you're facing are temporary. They could have just been to slow you down so you rest. They could have been, so yeah, you guys could be triggered into transformation. What else advice we have? We have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you guys are going through a transformation right now where you're getting back your power. And you are learning how to protect your energy. You guys are standing up for yourself. There's a lot of energy of you guys calling back your power and switching up the game here. And I also see as well, Knight of Swords, yeah, there's just something about you guys standing up for yourself lately, cutting people off. Maybe that was the decision you guys making, maybe quitting a job. This is actually all going to be beneficial for you guys because it's switching up your energy. And people are realizing that they can't take advantage of you anymore. A lot of people want to communicate with you guys, but they have no access. And I see that you guys are basically going through a transformation with the Hangman, where you're going to start to see clearly again what the next step is. Yeah, so I also see as well. Okay, so we do have a Mercury retrograde message coming in, and of course, if you guys get this reading at a different time, my readings are timeless. But what is this about? I feel like there's definitely somebody that's coming towards you guys romantically. Let's see what else we have going on here. Because I saw you guys were getting communication somewhere. Release your ex. Yeah, I do feel like 11-11, you guys will be hearing from a significant ex from the past, but probably somebody you guys don't expect. I was so upset because I actually channeled 4 hours for my Patreon, but I accidentally like deleted the file. It's never happened to me. I had to sum up all the readings, but there was one of the piles that was about this. And if you guys are on there, check out pile number 3. But I actually feel like there's going to be someone coming back from the past that you least expect because they are noticed like how hardworking and how amazing you are. And everything happens for a reason. So I feel like a lot of the messages that came through over there are also going to be kind of talked about today. And I really feel like over here, there's someone here who like really matured in their time apart with you, and I feel as though this person actually sees you as a person that they want to start a family with. But like in that pile there was like an energy of like oh, I kind of already moved on from this, like, and I think you guys would be quite surprised. But it may also just make you realize how much people did appreciate your energy and your time that you spent. Because I do feel like you have an energy where you guys do give people tough love, and you guys are honest and you're direct with people, and you're no bullshit. And that's not an easy thing to be in this world. But I feel like someone may be kind of coming to the conclusion that you're the person they want to be with, you're the person they want to be around. And maybe they like gossip in the way of the connection, or maybe they were in this workaholic energy too, and now that you're kind of like coming out of it a little bit and you're just kind of focusing on fulfillment, this person still was grinding. They're like, oh, they looked up and they realized the love of their life got away. And this is definitely more in depth than the one that I said over there, because over there was more like an energy where someone's just going to be confessing out of the blue and you're going to be shocked. But this one went specifically to an ex situation or a past situation from a while ago that you guys have done and released and got into a better attitude since you and this person have been apart. But like, I see this person also may have critiqued some of the ways that you are, and now they realize that you actually are somebody that they miss and they value. So we see Strength and the Hangman and Knight of Swords and Ace of Wands, the Tower. Yeah, I just see, Three of Swords. I feel like there's someone coming back from the past that might give you a bit of a Tower moment. Yeah, honestly, 11-11, I do feel like you are going to be Ice Queen on this person, because it's like the last couple of years you've done so much growth. You're not the same person you were anymore. You don't even know this person anymore. And I think that they're just holding on to the memories because they stayed stuck. Like, you tried to tell them probably like this isn't it, or whatever they're doing was not it, you know? I really feel like someone is coming out of some sort of spiritual lesson and it's just too little too late. And I feel that you guys already moved on past this person because of the fact that you may have already tried to mend the bridge, and then you said, okay, so screw it, move on, or this person left you and move on. But by the time this person reaches you guys, it's too late. Like, you've already been on to the next chapter. I feel like, yeah, you guys are truly a true gem. So it's really not surprising that you are the one that got away for a lot of people. So of course, this Mercury retrograde, you're going to be hearing from people from the past, and although they don't actually know how to communicate, a lot of these people, them coming back from the past is going to be proof and evidence that, at least one person in particular, that you are highly sought after and an amazing person. And I just think that, again, you had so many people criticize this power within you, when in reality you were just basically outshining them in every way possible. You know who you are, but to those around you, get out of the office every now and then. Don't be afraid to predict doom. Just make sure everybody listens. Yeah. Like I said, you guys are the truth tellers. I like how those little cats in like DC, like, you guys got some very presidential energy here. Like, you know what's up, you know what's good, and you definitely called something as you saw it to some individual, and you helped somebody. And yeah, you helped a lot of people, but there's definitely like an ex here or past person that's like, damn, you are the person I want to have a family with, and they're going to probably communicate, but you guys are a whole new and different person. And I think that they're in for a surprise. And like I was saying, the Patreon file, like, they got deleted, but it's still there for the most part. It's almost like you guys may be insulted because you're like, why do you think this offer still stood? Like, where were you when I needed you? You know, and that's kind of what I'm getting. And that's the discipline energy. You guys went through the discipline of maybe leaving this person behind, or maybe they tried to get back with you and you just kept it moving and haven't heard from them for a while, but you were very disciplined in not, like, I think this person wanted you to give up or to come back and beg, or that they thought that you really needed them, and they got the reality check of who really needed who. So great energy for 11-11. When all like this is gold, even this person may have exaggerated how happy or how successful they were, or maybe if this person was in a new connection or even married. Some of you guys, that's why I get a little bit of like, what the hell, 911 watch out energy, because it's like, well, I'll leave them for you if you want to get back to, it's like a little bit of a confession. And I've been channeling this retrograde. There could be like some love confessions, like, because this person has been festering on your energy for quite some time now, and you guys may have felt it, but you saw no evidence of it because they were presenting like their shit was great, you know. And that's what I'm saying. 11-11, social media, what a fake world we live in. You know, there were so many times I wanted to quit because I really felt like, you know what, I really don't fit in here, guys. I really don't, because I'm not all about like presenting something that isn't the truth. Like, I'm all about, fairly edit my videos. I just say what I see and I spit that shit out and I'm out, you know. And I even try to maintain such a normal life outside of social media because I know how unreal all of it is. So you definitely have an ex or a past fling or somebody who didn't get their way with you. You guys moved on and they were flashing like their shit was great and awesome, but now they're coming back, you know. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, because 11-11, you are that bitch and that guy. This could be a man, it could be a woman, doesn't matter. This person's been like having sleepless nights because really I do feel that they finally had this change of perspective that I think you guys wanted them to have. But yeah, I feel like with the Three of Cups there and the Six of Pentacles, yeah, I just feel like you guys are realizing that like you don't really need this person in your life. You're not even as a friend. It's just gonna be like you just moved on so much. You're probably gonna feel that this is just gonna drain you. Yeah, because it could just be somebody like trying to come back as a friend or whatever, or even if somebody in your friend zone that you thought you liked coming back to confess to you as well. That's also the message. But regardless, I definitely see a love confession coming, but it's coming too late. You guys just like were realizing, oh my God, like I knew it, but oh well, like not gonna happen. Yeah, you just realized that maybe you thought this person and you had potential, but they really were just a short-term lesson, and you made the best possible decision cutting them off. And actually 11-11, maybe this way the person comes back makes you double realize, because if they're coming back and they have like some sort, yeah, because I feel like basically what I was channeling was that like this person has some sort of Seven of Swords energy. It's almost like they were in a whole relationship after you, thinking about you the whole time, or this person is going to reach out to you while they're still in this relationship, or this person could be someone that you had a fling with in the past and they're like, actually I was married the whole time and I really wanted you. It's like some sort of energy where you're like, oh, well, thank God I cut this person off times 100, because if, you know, this person, even if you were the love of their life, it would probably bother you that they didn't have the integrity to be honest with the person that they were around or with. And I felt with the Three of Cups there, it's like some sort of energy where you guys are like, yeah, I definitely dodged a bullet, because maybe you walked away from this person because of these same behaviors, you know. And I also see as well 11-11 that there also could be an energy of like, yeah, actually, like, it's true, like I did listen to this person and broke up with you, or I listened to gossip, but you guys are like, I want a ride or die energy here. I don't want someone that's gonna cut me off or treat me worse because they heard something that wasn't even true. You should have just came and talked to me. I feel like the confession that this person has shows you how weak-willed and how much you guys did not have long-term potential. So yeah, expect that. Some of you guys, it's already happening, but some of you guys are seeing signs about someone from the past. Expect a confession, but you're gonna, like, almost when you hear the truth, you're like, I kind of wish I didn't, you know? And not because you're gonna be heartbroken. If anything, it's this person that actually, you're probably just gonna be assaulted, that you would think that they would think that you would even care, you know, to hear this shit, to be honest. But I feel like it's like the clarity you guys thought you wanted, but kind of knew at the end of the day. This is not like a shocker. I think it's just a shocker that this person really thought that you would just be okay with what they're telling you, you know? But it's like, people are gonna only see you with where they're gonna, people just sometimes are delusional. That's all I gotta say. I saw a King of Cups there. Could have water placements in this person's chart. They could have been a good sweet talker, so you could have like felt like this person was it, you know. But what I'm learning is the people that sometimes say the sweetest things and charm you the most are the most deceitful ones, you know. But anyway, 11-11, yeah, there's definitely gonna be, and some of you guys are just fresh off this breakup energy too as well. And if there was things that happened, that you definitely just like, just prepare for it, you know, because I feel as though like you guys kind of know that someone ain't done with you. That could be just their nature too. Maybe you always caught them talking to exes. So, you know, it's like you're surprised that they haven't reached out yet. If it's been years, you know, and that's their nature. So this one was just a slow burn because this person was very, passive aggressive towards you is all I gotta say. You thought, oh, maybe they've grown, they changed, but if they've grown, they changed, they would have still been with you, you know, to be honest, because I think at the end of the day, this person does love you to some extent, but you just outgrew them so quick and so fast that they had nothing good to say about you at the moment, but now they're realizing, oh my God, when I'm with someone energetically on my level or even worse than me, this feels like shit. But yeah, envy. Yeah, another thing too, 11-11, some of you guys are in new connections or you're moving on. This person's just jealous. Some of you guys are really glowing and shining and you are really becoming the person you're meant to be. Like I said, 11-11, despite how you feel like where you're at, you're actually doing a really great job, okay? You may feel hard on yourself, but from where you were now 2 years ago, you definitely are in a different place. Looks, personality, confidence, stepping out to the spotlight, bad bitch energy, bad bitch 110%, okay? But you guys got a lot of evil eye on you right now, okay? And also exes watching and stalking, and yeah. I think this person was in denial about the fact that they were jealous of you, you know, and that's why they acted up and acted out. And I feel as well that you guys also could be in denial about the fact that you live a life and you are the type of person that people are jealous of. And if it's not your intelligence, it's your strength. It's not your strength, it's your charisma. And if it's not your charisma, it's your ability to reinvent yourself. And even if you feel like you got nothing, you can always build yourself up from the ground up. Like, you guys are an unstoppable force. And if it's not any of that, it's your power and potential. So just know that. People can sense that in you guys. And instead of listening to the naysayers, take it as a compliment when people you barely know are gunning for your life. Okay, 111 and 1111 or whatever the heck number it is now. All right, we got denial here and acceptance. Yeah, you guys are accepting the fact, and other people are accepting the fact as well lately, that you are a force to be reckoned with and you cannot be stopped. So I actually feel like things are going to get easier for you guys because you stood up for yourself. You're calling back your power. You're sending back that evil eye. You're doing what you need to do. And on top of that, everyone puts so much energy into trying to destroy you and bring you down when all it did was catapult back into themselves. And you guys may have been down and out for a second, but you bounce back quicker and faster. And that's the great thing about challenges. Yes, they could bring you down, but it's like a muscle. Now you guys are like super muscular in spirit or in your body as well. Some of you guys look really good. So anyway, guys, that was my 111 pile. I feel like you guys could probably resonate with a few different ones because I can sense some of these energies are kind of coming through. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you guys like that message. Bye, guys. Okay, 1222. Let's hop right into the reading and find out. What do your angels want to tell you? What do you do now? What's going on in your life? All right, so I feel as though there's a lot of things going on right now in your guys' energy. I feel like you guys are learning how to put yourself first. a lot of you are the type to attract a lot of different types of people, especially on the romantic level. But at the same time, you guys may struggle with relationships because you are the type of person that is meant to lead. So I feel as though a lot of the relationship that you're in may have issues because you end up being the more mature one, or you end up being the one that shines a little brighter, or the one that has more stuff figured out. But I feel like at the end of the day, you guys are headed towards victory after victory after victory in all aspects of your life. I also felt in this pile as well with the friendship and the friendship energy, two different messages came up. I feel like you guys had to get rid of a friend or friends around you that were extremely jealous of your ability to pull. And I do feel like 1222, you're beautiful, you're amazing. I feel like a lot of you guys do have that siren energy. If you guys were here for that reading, I did about like how many of you should check it out, but you guys definitely have this like, or how seductive are you? I think it was that one, or both. I feel like they both kind of highlight that, but you guys definitely have this like siren energy and you definitely pull people in towards you. This is kind of a gift that you guys have because you use it for better. Like you guys are always trying to better the lives of people around you. When people come into your lives, whether it's for dating or for a partnership or besties, you definitely give people good advice and always try to lead them to their potential. I feel as well you have to end connections a lot because people don't end up acting the right ways around you, but you are kind of like a karmic lesson, and I feel a lot of you could be frustrated with that, but once you kind of get the hang of this energy, you kind of see things for what they are and you move past things quicker because a lot of you have a lot of relationships end and then you're like, okay, this person doesn't like me or they don't want to be with me. Why are they up in my energy field and why do I see them watching me? Why are they in my dreams? Because people really do get infatuated with you guys, but they're just upset that they can't control you or have you all the ways that they want you. And also 1222, a lot of your soulmates have to realize that you are going to get a lot of attention, or a lot of your friends are going to have to realize you're going to get a lot of attention. This is because your high level of empathy and love inside of you. You guys are incredibly courageous and inspirational, and you guys are always trying to better yourself and improve yourself. You might want to check out the pile before if you feel drawn to it. Also, the friendship energy comes in because I'm hearing, I don't want to be friends. I don't want to be friends. So 1222, you may think that you're just like hanging out with somebody and things are going well, especially if it's somebody that maybe you do have interest in, but you're like, hey, I just want to start as friends, start slow. Like people get very triggered by that 1222 because if they don't see you choosing them by the end of it, they're gonna get mad because people see you as endgame. You're not the type of person that people want to just be friends with or even just friends with benefits with. And I feel that they will try to do whatever mind game possible to keep you around. So if they feel as though you'll never choose them, they may try to do the friends with benefit thing, but manipulate you away from seeing other people. I feel like 1222, a lot of you guys are past that stage, or maybe you've never been in that stage, but I do feel that there are certain people that will never confess their feelings towards you because they don't really feel like you choose them at the end of the day. And there's a lot of people extremely jealous of the fact that you have a lot of options. And also 1222, I'm definitely sense the energy that when someone is like, you guys are done with the connection, people don't stop hitting you up and bothering you. Like you have a lot of past flings and exes kind of obsessed with you guys. And I feel that you may not even realize this because you're kind of on to the next, or maybe a lot of you guys do like being single and you don't like being tied down. But I do feel that with the casual thing here, somebody may have been insulted that you may have just wanted casual with them and did something hurtful to you. And I feel like this person's feeling very guilty about it and they want to come back. But I do feel like 1222, this person did this because they feared the friend zone with you. And I know that sounds like kind of crazy, but when you have this type of energy, I was kind of explaining this in my Patreon video. I was telling my Patreon yesterday that I did a 4-hour-long video and I actually deleted 4 hours of content, but I kind of summed it up. But then I had a feeling that the things that I said in that video were going to kind of get repeated over here. So maybe it was something you all were meant to see, but definitely check out my Patreon as well if you're drawn to it. But what I was basically saying is that a lot of people are just going to get triggered by the fact when you walk into a room with this person or you're on a date, heads turn, or people compliment you, the waiters compliment you, like everybody can't get enough of you guys, and you guys may not see it because maybe number one, you are humble or you're used to it, or also you're pretty used to people treating you shitty in relationships. So you're like, okay, you're used to people trying to humble you all the time, so you're like, I don't really see it, I guess, you know. But I feel like 1222, there's definitely someone that was very triggered by the fact that you had a lot of options and they kind of just dipped on you. And I feel that this person may have tried to just like walk away because they couldn't handle it, but they're going to try to like circle back into your life. That's kind of what's coming through because they do see you as someone that is super amazing. And I feel like this person does look up to you and they just can't handle the fact that you got options. And yeah, you got choices, but I feel like in a few weeks, because retrograde is coming up. So again, I was saying that you guys should not feel it personal that somebody may come in out of your life or people just get triggered by your energy. This is something light workers and healers really have to deal with. And it started really happening to me on a high scale when I really started to level up like crazy, and I was like, what gives? Like, all these people are coming towards me hot, but like all of them are acting kind of strange. And it's like, yeah, your energy is definitely on a different vibration, and people are meant to come towards you, but if they don't get it together, divine intervention will sometimes take place, or sometimes they really are meant to just kind of sit back and watch you guys. And there are times I really truly think that I'm like, okay, maybe this person wasn't interested, but then they'll come back a year or two later and they're just like they'll start saying, oh, I'm like, okay, that was weird. But it's true, like people usually always come back in your guys' lives. And I was even seeing a pile number 1, and I feel like you guys should check that out. Like somebody that you guys had an ending with from like years ago trying to come back, and you're not even the same person anymore. But there's certain people that are like hanging on to your energy for dear life. But overall, like I was saying, and I actually had this message in my angel number guide. You guys can check it out on Instagram. You can also follow me on Instagram, QueenAliceLove. But I was saying in that pile that most of your people that have come in contact with you have nothing but good things to say about you. But I do see as well that when you tend to have like a closer relationship with somebody, they just get very, very triggered. And sometimes people do end up turning on you guys and you're like, what the hell? But I do feel like it's just because you're such an amazing person, and some people just get triggered by that. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 2. Like, it doesn't sound like it's true, but it really is. And if you've experienced it, you get that validation. But you're gonna see somebody come in and somebody coming back and because they realized that they were being childish. And also 1, 2, 2, 2, you have the energy that calls for like, you are psychic, you're intuitive, you're empathetic, so you can truly feel when someone's not being real with you. So if someone is not in the best energy and they come towards you, there's something about you where your angels and even maybe yourself says, I'm not dealing with this shit. And they're like, okay, wow, I really gotta change and come back. And people kind of see you as like the real deal, and people they even want to go the long haul with. So they're not going to come when they're not prepared, whether it's maturity, whether it's energetically, whether it's just financially, whatever it is going on here. So I feel like a lot of people do have love for you, but with that 1, 2, 2, 2, it's like you kind of have to continue your role as a leader, as a mentor, as a healer, and keep healing yourself and moving forward. So you can kind of not get triggered by these people's actions as well and cause more, conflict, but also so that these people can see that you're just continuing on despite the things that they've did. Because I do feel sometimes 1, 2, 2, 2, these people reject you and pull back so that you kind of chase them, and so that you kind of result back to their vibration level and you result to like fighting with them. And in some cases, or some people just run off. But I feel like a lot of it has to do with the fact that they have to really start switching and changing up their life to be around you. So this is something that you guys incarnated in just a light worker skill that you have. And I do feel like it has to do with friendships, but for a lot of you, this is really has to do with romance. And also I do see that there's definitely a past friend here that was guilty that they kind of did something messed up to you because they were super jealous of the fact that you have all these eyes on you. But I feel like a lot of you guys are just like struggling, just like everybody else when it comes to love and relationships. Also, another reason why you guys are highly attractive to a lot of people is because you're in this go-getter energy. You guys are the type of person that doesn't seek validation. You've dealt with so many people that just try to make you feel like lesser than that. You're used to it by now. You're evolved. So it's like, your friends should know that you're not even interested in half of these people that are bothering you, but it is what it is, I feel like it's a past friend that wants to come back here, and they're sorry for the way they treated you. They were jealous. But I feel like a lot of you guys are not interested in, especially a past friend, but I definitely see like a fling coming in as well that ran off for retrograde. And you guys can do what you want with that, because I know a lot of you guys want to know about new love, but my readings are timeless, and you definitely always have, you're the pile where you always have new loves coming in, despite, whatever's going on here. We got money here and beauty queen. Yeah, it's really not an insult, guys, because look at this. Like you literally are the type of person that people are like, oh, I can't afford them. They're on stage. They're adored. They're shining. They got better finances than me. They're better off than me. Why would they even choose me? And it's like you trigger all insecurity in people. And when you walk into a room, it's like everybody's looking at you, and it could just be because your vibration, but they're thinking like, you're that attractive. And even people who have experience with attractive people, they're not used to people on your vibration, on your level, because everybody knows that it really is inside your soul that makes you super, super attractive. Beauty is really skin deep, because I've known a lot of people to be so outside of them was like super, super attractive, but it's just the way that they acted and carried themselves repelled people away from them. And you guys might think, is that me? Am I repelling people because I'm unattractive? But in reality, you're actually triggering people to level up. So it's like that they're not actually repelled away from you. They're just kind of like got like really attached and obsessed and have to kind of like work on themselves. But I'm not saying that like these people are the one. I actually do feel when you do meet somebody on your energetic level, it won't be this confusing, because regardless if this person likes you or not, I feel like you guys are going to impact a lot of people in this way. But an emotionally mature person is going to be like, why am I acting like this? I like this person. Let me just come at them straight. You know, I don't know. I'm nervous, you know, but some of these people get real triggered by the attention you get, because a lot of this energy is them pulling back because they got some immaturity inside of them. And the right person really will be consistent in your life. I mean, there will be times people may have to, you know, step aside and come back, take a few moments, but you'll kind of know as things go along. So this is also the power angels are saying. What do you do in your love life? Just continue to date and enjoy your life, and don't take anything personal that people are doing. Because if they're coming towards you and you can see in their eyes, you know, they're like salivating at the mouth, you pretty much know you got these people. So when they start acting up and weird, it's probably more of the reason that they like you too much more than not enough. And again, you guys are not chasing nobody with this 1 2 2 2. You're just heading towards your goals, and you're like, okay, you can hang out with me if you want, you know? I feel that a lot of you do have high standards for yourself, and therefore it translates into you must have high standards for your soulmates. And I think a lot of you guys are past the period where you're allowing people to bring you down. There was a time where you second guess some of these energies, but you're like, okay, that person was just childish, I'll move on. People assume that you're dating a bunch of people, 1 2 2 2. That's what I'm trying to say. So even if you are or not, people are going to assume that you're dating a lot of people, that you are out there, that you're out there living your life, especially if you travel, especially if you have an active social life, if you have a social job that has a lot of people that are, if you have a job on social media. Guys, I can't even talk right now, but what I'm trying to say is I can't even get to tell you guys, like, when I actually get the evidence of how some people think. And that's why I do study a lot of social issues. And, you know, as a feminine out there watching, I know I have men out there watching too, and you guys will say you're not like this, but maybe on the opposite spectrum, there could be women that think this way. But I literally have, like, word for word, somebody who acted so weird from my past come back and say, literally word for word, you're out too much, you're feeling yourself, I like it. But they literally said like a critique on that. And I always talk about this because it's like, if you're out traveling or if you're out a lot, like there's a lot of people who can't handle that energy, especially if they know how much of a hot commodity you are. And I get it in a sense, because even on the other end, if you guys really like somebody and you see they're out living their best life, you're gonna know that they probably have options. But the thing is that they should be able to want to compete and choose that, you guys, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of guys are so loyal and such good people that if they have these issues, they should discuss them with you, or if they even saw you as something long term, they should let you know. But a lot of these people don't even let you know that. So it's like, how are you supposed to know that they saw you serious? So how are you supposed to know that they're judging you on the radar if you guys are in a relationship, but they're not acting like you're in one? And a lot of that is a lot of double standard when it comes to dating. I'm sure it happens, you know, 2 women for men or 2 men to women, whatever. But, you know, for the women out there watching, it really is a huge thing. Because I definitely am somebody who is against these male podcasters, because they're very kind of out of touch with reality and how most women live. And I would know how most women live because I talk to you guys every single day. I've been helping you guys for everything 911. And I actually came in contact with somebody who was listening to one of these podcasts, and this guy's literally telling me, this happened recently, word for word verbatim, like, all women think they're a 10 these days because social media. I don't know any woman that thinks they're a 10, because social media, most women are really hard on themselves, so they're already so out of touch with the way that women experience life that's why I am so into these social issues. And I like to reassure you guys, you're not crazy just because you go out, or they may not say it because they don't want to look crazy or possessive, but it's like a lot of men cannot handle the fact that you just have options. It's like, if you're so great and you're just protector, provider, individual, why are you so insecure? You know, there's that one guy that thinks that girls should not have social media. It's like, you guys just really want to dim down in a little closet. All you have to do is work on your insecurity. It's really not that hard. You know what I mean? 1 2 2. Some of you guys would be so proud to be out and about with your person. Am I right? You know, or whatever the hell you have going on, or social media or public with them. But it's like, they will do everything but work on these insecurities. It's so crazy to me. I'm like, that's not true. And they're like, oh, every hot girl has 100 guys in their DMs. I'm a social media person, right? And I don't even have 100 guys in my DMs. You know what's in my DMs? You guys. You know, thanks for the reading, Alice. You know, thanks for the advice, Alice. You guys can follow me on there, CHANNELS. But anyway, it's like, I barely have men in my DMs because they know for a second looking at my page, they ain't gonna get past the line. You know, the girls that have a lot of men in their DMs are probably the, you know, the 1% Instagram models that all of them shoot their shot and message. And they're like, oh, all guys are lonely. All guys message 30 girls to see 100 girls to see who responds. I said, I hope not, you know? And it's just that, like, I don't think all men do that either. So I'm like, maybe that's you. This guy's like, I don't do that. Well, why are you saying that? Oh, because this guy said it. I said, okay, you just said you were a leader and provider, so why are you listening to another man? And he's like, well, why are you listening? I'm like, to learn. It's crazy how people can listen to something and be like, oh my God, it must be true. But like, I listen to things and I'm like, I can see how they think that, or how does this, what does this mean to me, or how can I kind of adjust it? And I am empathetic to men and men's issues, and that's why I care so much about like speaking out about things that are just not true. Because this guy, like, he was okay person, but like I think that like after that conversation, I was like, he drank the Kool-Aid, I gotta get out of here. And it's crazy, 1, 2, 2, that like I know these things happen to me so that I can get the verbal confirmation that this is out there. And you guys don't really realize this, that these men think this way about you because other people are telling them this and feeding them this. It's not true. I don't know any women like that. A lot of the women I know are very loyal in relationships. They're down to earth, and so on and so forth. So it's like, if you're out there enjoying your life and that triggers someone to be immature, where they think that you are just doing it's crazy, because they can expect you guys to just be loyal and like the first day they meet you, but they could be out doing whatever. It's just too much sometimes, guys, and I'm like sick of it. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. You guys are my powerhouse. And yeah, for my men out there watching too, let me know what you think about that, because I do think there's a lot of misconceptions. Women and men are just different, and I think we need to get together and communicate. And that's why I always do have these conversations with men, because I think it's important not to be like, oh, screw these men. I get to a part of my journey where I'm like, let's talk about this, because this needs to be talked about, and this isn't true. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? 1, 2, 2, 2. But anyway, this conversation happened in Southern Florida, and a lot of these men are based off of Miami, and that lifestyle does not reflect women across the globe. The women that move to Miami are very different than the women that are across the globe. And not gonna lie, guys, I meet some of the nicest, most down-to-earth, beautiful women down in Southern Florida. It's the men that I cannot talk to down there. I am too Jersey up there. I mean, the women are amazing, great people. I'm like, you guys are dogging them out. But anyway, that's just my opinion. And if a woman really wants a guy for money, they're pretty straightforward about it. That you won't be able to take her very far, because I think that they're upset about that. I really don't know. Anyway, 1, 2, 2, 2. Please excuse my rant. But the reason why I got into this is because when I started to study these things, it kind of gave validation to the intuition. And I also have this digital deck. You guys can check it out. It's on my Etsy shop and my Shopify shop. And I actually decided to share this deck with you guys because on my collective channel, I was talking about how this kind of opened up my eyes. A lot of misogynistic views affected you guys in your dating life because you are leaders, you are powerhouses, you are attractive, and you just live your life for you, which makes you sought after because you are high vibrational and you love yourself, but it triggers everyone around you because they've never seen anything like it. And 1, 2, 2, I'm not saying, oh, you're not like other girls, you're better than the girls, you're better than the guys. It's just more of the energy of even like some of the women that they do this to, or other men they do this to, or whatever, you guys can resonate with whatever, or people they do this to. It's like they will turn around and be like, oh, why didn't you text me back, and get down on their level. And that's what these people want, to get you to prove that you're not this and this and this, but in reality they should just rise up to your level and be like, just have an honest communication about what is that you guys want moving forward, 1, 2, 2, 2. But sometimes it really just is ego and all that stuff and unhealed stuff and just misconceptions about life and dating and the expectation of the woman to just be this perfect thing. And that's just my opinion, guys, but also my opinion is based off a lot of experience and facts, because you guys know that I haven't always been like this. I had to really, the angels are like, you're gonna learn today. But I always, when I'm up in Jersey, it's still the same stuff, don't get me wrong, guys, but I think that it's more overt in my face, like when I'm in a high misogynistic environment. But I think a lot of men and women deep down, these things still kind of reoccur in the dating life and dating culture, because I remember always thinking like, oh, should I post him out with my friend when I like this guy, because he's gonna think I stopped thinking that. I said, if he gives an F about that, then he's not for me. And and then you guys really like shine your light bright, you'll actually attract people in the same energy. And that's something you guys should realize as well. Your dating life is not going to go to shit just because you are shining like a diamond. Actually, I feel like if you shine your light brighter, like you'll reach, whether it's feminine or masculine people that also have this bright light, and they can resonate with what you guys have gone through. Because I know in the masculine energy, you guys have gone through that as well. I know men that you guys been very focused on your work and your goals, and I'm sure it happens on the other end, like, oh, where you have to network. I knew one girl who was like dating like a DJ, and she would just be like, he said I can't come with him, and I was like, well, I can see why, because you literally are like creating drama in his workplace. Like, he needs to work, like I wouldn't bring you there either, and this was a friend who ended up being kind of like, So anyway, I went to do too. Like, sometimes as a woman, I can't sit back and empathize with the man in the situation. I said, maybe she was the problem, So I get that, I really do get that. This guy was trying to live his life, but what I do see as well is that he would, still use her to his benefit, and instead of, cutting it off. But anyway, that guy really told her what it was. I'm not interested in you anymore, and I'm doing my career right now. So when someone really tells you what it is, that's one thing. But some of these situations, these people are not telling you what it is or what they're thinking, what they're feeling. So how are you supposed to know that they didn't like something that you posted or something that you did? It's crazy, 1222. So when I get these confessions, like you're out too much and you like yourself. Oh, sorry, I'm outside and I like myself. God forbid it. You know what I mean? But it makes me laugh because I kind of see it for what it is. And I know also there's a lot of people that will be like, this person is high value. And if you truly feel like you are, you'd be excited to be around someone who is that way too. You know, 122. So they could say all they want that they're high value or they're this or they're that and any gender, but your actions will reflect that, you know? And that's what I'm saying. You may think you met this guy who's this poppin', confident, alpha, whatever the heck they identify as, or this bad bitch, 10 out of 10, bestie friend. But what the truth be told, when you're out and people are looking at you and talking to you, how she handles that, or truth be out when you guys are, you know, just being yourself, shining and succeeding, whether it's your career or your looks, and you get people just praising you, and the masculine energy in your life can't handle it. I thought you were a leader alpha. I thought women weren't men, you know? So, you know what I mean? It's like, but anyway, 122, it's like, you guys get what I'm talking about. A relationship should be about partnership. So it's like, there's going to be not many people that you guys are going to be like, oh yeah, this person's on my level, and just be honest about it because it's the truth. But what you are doing is leading by example, and these people who fall in love with you, these people who trust pressures on you, these people who you have flings with, who act a fool, they'll never forget you guys. You're unforgettable. And so this retrograde, it's going to be a shit show for you guys. You're going to be hearing from a few different people that you may not even expect. Just like I was saying in the last pile, that was a big woozy, but some of these you're going to be like, okay, yeah, I got that. Yeah, Alice warned me about that. Yeah, she's been telling me about this. Or if you're new here, welcome. But yeah, the angels really got me into studying all this stuff, and I get it now why. I need the science, I need the experience, just to just to validate the intuition. Like, I've known this stuff with my intuition, but I really, really need to know 100% when I'm out there and I'm talking to you guys about these things, and it's so important. Yeah, so yeah, I had a card in this channel deck. This actually was based upon a deck that I used for myself, and there was a deck that I'm secretly misogynistic, and when this card kept coming out again and again and again, I was like, oh man, I think I'm in trouble, because I didn't realize how much of a powerhouse person I was until I was dating, and I was like, oh, I'm scaring these people. I mean, you ran into this one guy and he said, oh, you're scary because you're psychic and you scare me. Like, it's like, oh, my bad, you know, but you still love every moment of it, you know what I mean? And I'm never gonna dim myself down, because at the end of the day, it's like, you still be in my DMs, whether or not you're doing what I want. And my DMs are not flooded, believe me, guys. They're there, but they ain't 100. You said 100 women. Every woman has 100 guys, and there's the guys 100. Maybe one or two on a good day, and even then, a lot of you guys aren't even out there like that. Like, I'm pretty much out there. Like, I have a social life, and I'm a social media person, and my DMs are still not flooded with men. I'd say probably like 2%, but also it's the nature of my work. But still, you know, if it is a man in there, it's because I met them out, you know. Yeah, because most of you men here are messaging me that you like my work and all my stuff. And shout out to my men watching. You guys are the MVPs. I feel like a lot of you who are here, maybe you are the type of people that talk about this stuff with your friends or hold them accountable, because I do think that it actually helps them form healthier connections with women, because I honestly feel bad for this guy, because he's out here thinking these things that aren't even true, and he's gonna miss out on the one that I had discussion with on someone great, you know, because he really thinks that women are this way, and they're really not, you know. Shisha. Anywho, you got my attention. I'm too afraid to admit how I feel. Yeah, see, 122, you know you got people's attention. You know that people are too afraid to admit how they feel about you. And you don't take people's childishness as rejection. And when they find out that they can't really have you, they're going to resort to some of these things unless they just grow up. And honestly, 1222, you're going to find mature people that may be like, okay, I'm not on this level with you, but I want to still be in your life. I want to be helpful to you. And don't take that as rejection either, when a certain person just feels like they don't have anything to offer you, because you guys should be seeing yourself in the light that other people do. And I really see the 6 of Wands energy here, even though I didn't even pull tarot in this reading. I try to run into you places. See, 122, like, they would rather run into you somewhere and hey, what's up, than to write to you and you not answer, you know, or they'll even leave you on red to see if you chase them. It's like crazy games that people play, but you're not crazy. There's gonna be I actually feel like 1 to 3 people, actually at least 2 to 3, because we got 2, 3 here. We got friend, and that are trying to run into you, but they're just like scared of you guys friend zoning them. But you guys got so much love in you, and you're just free spirited, and they love to hate and hate to love it, you know? It may have a dark side, but you intimidate me. That's right, guys. You guys may feel like you're dealing with some little cute little innocent little person over here, but you know, at the end of the day, they got dark sides. But then or these people may think they're a bad boy, but you guys, at the end of the day, you can probably pull, you know, and you can break these people's hearts easily. I'm actually hearing that one song. I can do what you do easy, you know. Ready or not, here I come. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 1, 2, 2, 2. Because I believe that you guys have a really to get on this level, you have a really sweet side to you, and I think people think, ooh, they're cute, they're innocent, they're sweet, but when people try to play with you, they see the other side of you, and people are like, oh, I can't get what I want of this, but you have no problem closing the door on people, and now, you know, people are guilty that they didn't do right by you because you didn't do nothing to deserve it besides trigger their insecurities. Did you put a spell on me? I didn't realize how much I liked you. Yeah, a lot of times too, people have the intent maybe to come in and out and do their stupid little player thing, but you guys have that gift where you end it right there. You're helping people end their trauma and their karma, you know, reflect on their actions, reflect the type of person that they are. Did you put a spell on me? Yeah, they think, oh, did you hex me? Why am I like this? And I felt like this. It's karma, baby. You don't mess with one of the angel people up in the streets. Your angels are like, yeah, we're gonna let this person through, but we're teaching them a lesson, and don't take it personally because they do this to everybody. They have issues, you know. And all honesty, they may have thought they were this great person, and you humble their asses because some of you guys do actually meet, you know, men and women that are great people, but when they're actually challenged, and even sometimes in friendships too, you'll challenge people because you guys have this energy where you shine. So people who may have thought they were confident because they're used to being around people who aren't on that level. When they get into your sphere, they're like realizing, oh, I'm not the big dog anymore, you know? And that's just it. 1, 2, 2, 2. You challenge people for growth. So it makes it sometimes hard for you guys to be in best friendships, to be in relationships, but the people that are for you, they may get triggered at times. Or you guys may get triggered too by the people. I'm not just saying you're perfect, but they may get triggered at times, but they'll feel guilty and try to be like, no, this is my friend. I shouldn't be feeling this way. I shouldn't be feeling insecure. They're a great person. And then they'll put themselves in check and learn from those emotions because it really, you guys trigger insecurity in people because you are winners. And I think that the reason why you're such a winner is because you guys just don't need validation. You are my true divine feminines and masculines, or whatever you identify with, my true divines. Because at the end of the day, you don't need the validation. That gives you all the power in the connections, and they can sense that off of you, even if they can't articulate it. You have the power because, yeah, the worst that can happen is they can stop talking to you, but they're still going to be more obsessed with you than you ever will be of them. You're like, okay, bet, you know, I'm moving on now, you know. And don't take it personally. Once you learn this, once I tell you this little secret, you guys will even be more a powerhouse. watch them eliminate themselves and let them, you know, 1, 2, 2, 2, because they're meant to step back and watch you. I step back and observe all these, I'm hearing Nicki Minaj, all these people that I curve, go down your DM, baby boy, you lucky. Because 99 point, can't even talk right now, guys. I'm trying to rap like with literally, I'm like on like 2% battery, but she says 99.9% of these F boys can F me. Yeah, 1, 2, 2, 2, that's what I'm saying. That's the truth. And one of these people, I don't think you have gotten with. Some of these people you could have, but it's not even about that. Because it's not even about like, oh, if you guys just like hooked up with this person, like they want you to want marriage with them. They're not happy until they have whatever it is that like their ego desires. So it's like, if you guys are just like, okay, yeah, you got me, whatever, but like they want more. It's like not enough, you know? Or if you guys didn't do it with it, they want, you know, some of these people play games with you, or they don't even want to hook up with you if they don't see that you're gonna be with them. Like that's how some people are. I've known some men to be that way, just like women, you know? Happiness and doubt. Yeah, I feel like you guys are just like free-spirited people that chase your own happiness, and you're like, you feel this way sometimes, but you doubt yourself. But no, like honestly, you know, to be, especially my feminists out there, to be even masculine, hell, to be free-spirited and just so, you know, out there exploring the world and just being spiritual and open. And some of you guys are even bisexual, or you're swinging the other way, it doesn't matter. Like you're just so out, open and free, and people are just, they don't even know what to do with you guys, but they love it. So they'll sit back and watch, and they'll end up being like, I want to be like you more than I want to be with you, and that's why you'll end up having the energy of these people orbiting your energy, trying to run into you, trying to see you, but never quite actually getting close enough, because energetically they can't unless they grow. And if they're just not doing that, that's on them. Okay, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. And I also feel like in this energy you may have experienced narcissists who just came in quick and fast and brought you down energetically. That's a different story, but I do feel like you guys are ending that chapter of your life where you're letting those people in. So I feel like if people did come out of your life quick and fast, it's probably because you're rejecting that energy just in general. So rejection is truly protection in this energy field, guys. People are coming at you left and right, and they will be even more, and even past people and new people. But just know that your angels are like, we're guiding you towards the right people, either for their growth, your growth, or your destiny, and so don't take it personal, because it ain't. Okay, 1222, you're actually here to be a heartbreaker. You have a and like I said in my Patreon, it was pile 4. You have the reputation of being a player, because when you know, like they say, it's people start gossip from women that are mad that they can't, or men that, what is the saying, guys? I'm so sorry, you guys know what I'm saying. Men are not mad they can't have you, so they spread rumors. Someone's probably mad they couldn't have you and started spreading rumors too. Could have reached one of these people and they're gonna be like, wait a minute, I like this person, what am I doing? So yeah, I feel like there could be, or someone coming back that was mad and spread rumors. You'll see, guys, you'll have like at least like 2 to 3 people coming back, and you're gonna be like, nope, it's a no from me, dog. Or maybe if they come back with some growth, why not? Be open to that depending on the situation, but you guys kind of know what it is. Okay, let's move on to pile number 333, and let's see what is going on here. Okay, so automatically I pulled a lot of cards to start off the piles, but this one I went right into it. So 333, what your angels want you to do is just be yourself. I know that sounds kind of cliche, but you guys are healing so much that was robbed of you for so long. I actually always feel like each pile transitions into the other one, and I was just talking about like that pile, like recovering possibly from just being around narcissistic people, which is pretty common, I feel like, in this age. And you guys are just so organic and authentic in this world. And I was talking about even one of the other piles, social media, and how it was hard for me to be on social media. I didn't understand. I didn't even like it, because I'm like, I'm nothing like this superficial environment. I feel like I couldn't even try to blend in with superficiality, and I never could, guys. I never could fit in, even if I tried. And I feel like a lot of you guys are this way. So instead of dimming yourself, or you had relationships with people where they told you had to dim yourself, but I think in reality you guys were always meant to shine and be a star. Because I feel like people who are iconic and people who really make something of themselves in this world have like a signature energy, a look, a flair that cannot be duplicated or replicated. People will like try to replicate you guys, but you guys really do have your own original way of dressing, styling yourself, just living your life. And then number 10 here really tells me that you guys are really moving into the energy of being everyone's friend, to being like everyone being a fan of you. Does that make sense? This is definitely a pod where I feel like you guys are destined for fame, to be seen, to be noticed. I feel like you guys are the energy like where probably in past lives you have been everyone's friend, and 333 also signifies to me that you guys are excellent friends with people. You probably already mastered that, and I feel like people are actually meant to learn from you in this lifetime. And this is a sign that your angels are saying like you are prepping, or probably maybe even are in a level of some sort of fame. I know some of you guys are silent watchers, and there's the people that say I'm not going to reveal who I am, but I am the spotlight. And to whatever extent, you guys can have 1,000 people watching you, to 5 to 500,000 to 500 million. It doesn't matter. But when you have this energy, people become fans of you. It don't even matter if you have a platform. I've known people to have this quality, and or friends to have this quality, and they don't have any of that. And they have people like, oh, I bought this necklace because you did, and I see it with my own eyes. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm not the only one who peeps this stuff. It's inside of you. So some of you guys are just like, oh, I don't have that, but you do. And you have to start realizing there's only one of you guys, and you do live in a world where people tend to be copycat images of each other. I swear sometimes I walk into a bar or something and I'm like, why is everybody dressed the same? I don't even know where to get that outfit, you know? But it's funny because people just kind of don't know how to be themselves. So maybe part of your purpose is to lead people to be authentic and to be their real self. But there definitely is a dark side in this energy where I feel like people really do emulate you and copy your every move. You guys can get irritated about that, but I feel some of you, it's honestly flattery, because you could knock them, but some people just don't really know how to be themselves. So if you already know how to be yourself, and you're already somebody that just does things your own way, has your own flair, questions the world around you, likes to learn new things and just be your own person and get your own opinions, you're probably in the minority, you know? 333, a lot of people just listen to whatever people tell them, and that's their reality. And then maybe one time in life they question something, but you guys are always constant questioning, learning, growing. I am seeing Gemini placements here, but I feel like maybe if not, you guys definitely mastered the third house, or being a Gemini in a past life or something, because like you guys are always like learning, growing, expanding, communicating, just like being your natural inquisitive self. And I feel like there's a side of you that never lost touch with that childlike sense of, I want to create, I want to have fun, I want to wear this, I want to be that. And that is rare. You're not losing, you're not ever going to lose your authentic self. I feel like you're actually stepping more into it. So I do feel that you guys, especially 333, you have dealt with definitely jealousy from people, definitely relationships with people where they were so jealous that you guys knew how to be yourself and they didn't. And that sounds so stupid, I know that, but you guys will not even begin to understand the depths of how insecure people are. And I really had to get in people's minds and understand it too, because you're so unbothered by what is going on around you, and you're not comparing yourself to people that sometimes you really have to get on that level. I know some people are like, well, I have to focus on the negativity, but because you have to get on that level and look around and realize, you know, oh, these people are trying to study it and learn from you guys. These are not your friends. These are not your equals. They're on like 333 and you're on level 10, you know? They're never going to leave their community. You have to go out there and face the world. And it's not narcissistic to think that way, because you guys have always been humble and real people. And I have that channel message. You share your notes for free. You guys might be like, oh, you like this necklace? I got it here. Oh, I actually got this on sale. Yeah, you know what I mean? 333. And I feel like this is a sign that you guys are probably going to be branding yourself in one way, or being famous, or being seen, or being noticed, or you guys are going to be very well known in this lifetime, whether it is, you know, in your community, or whether it is like in your field of work, or all of the above. But let's see what else your angels want to tell you guys. I have Amelia's decks here. You guys can purchase them on Shopify or Amazon as well. I have the links below if you're interested in that. Yep, we got work. True them. Yep. That's what I'm saying, 333. I don't think you understand that, like, even when you may not feel like you're the best, or the best looking, or the best this, or the best that, you are like the gem among rocks, you know, in your line of work, in your community, in your field. And you're authentic. So you would think, if I'm the best, why am I not the most popular? Well, you know, what's great isn't always popular, and what's popular isn't always great, you know, or whatever the saying is. You guys get what I'm talking about. I've been along 27 years. But what is right isn't always popular, you know. What is popular isn't always right, or what's real and authentic may not always be so easy for other people to see. That's why you're out here doing the groundwork, you know. Your angels sent you here for a reason, because you're real, and they knew you could never be corrupted, and they love you for that. But they want to remind you that you know, people are going to look at you like, damn, this person's truth is threatening my lie, you know. So if you're out here in a community where you're talking truth in it, and you're saying, I don't really think this is a good idea, guys, and that person is running their campaign off that idea, well, guess who's public enemy number one? Pile number 333 people, right? So you guys are quality and valuable. Don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise. You guys are actually healing yourself, because I do think that there are people that will get around you because they want to study you, or maybe even be fans of what you do. But at the same time, they're going to find out that you are driven by a different force than they can even imagine, because you're just on a different level. And I'm not trying to perpetuate spiritual narcissism, guys. I worked really hard to try to shed the energies of any narcissistic people that can use my work, or use anything that I'm seeing to benefit or gas themselves up. I work really hard. I'm like, I want my stuff only to be for the right people. My stuff isn't for everybody. My light workers, my healers. I want to help you guys so much, because I feel like narcissists end up getting the spotlight. They end up getting everything they want because they step on people like you guys, steal your, you know, your images and your authenticities, and they replicate it, and it works because it's for them. But at the same time, it's like, don't let anybody step all over you. And I feel like in this pile in particular, you guys are meant to be seen and noticed, and your angels are going to make sure that doesn't happen. So I'm just saying that, you know, we do live in a very narcissistic society. People are not real. I was just saying in pile 11 that pile was struggling with, like, feeling like they're not good enough, because number one, people were making them feel that way because they were jealous, and pile number two, people lie about how much money they make. They lie about what they have. They overspend. Some people they have their parents buy something for them, and they say they bought themselves. Some people come from money and say they manifested it. We live in a sick world. I'm on one today, but you guys know that. But sometimes it's so hard to keep telling yourself that, because you're so not like that. It is so hard being a real person in a fake world, at a fake environment. And once again, we're not shaming the people around you. It's just more of, it's just so ingrained that people just replicate what they see. But then we have you know, you guys, my light workers, incarnating here, like, what the hell is going on? Why is everybody drinking this Kool-Aid? And you know what I mean? So you call it out to see it, okay? So there's a message here coming through, okay? Because, like, this is a particular one where you're like, what do I do about this? Because you're going to notice and peep things about the people you love. This isn't even a message, oh, screw everyone around you. No, you guys are going to realize certain people around you need a little bit of help in some areas, okay? Just like you guys may need some help in some things. You're not 100% amazing. You know, you probably, I feel like you guys will be connecting with, or are already connecting with, people that are networking, helpful, even in a higher vibration like you guys, but they're still going to be struggling with some things, because I do feel like you guys are very rare, where, you know, there's light workers and healers, but they do kind of have this, like, gullible innocence to them, and they're like, okay, let's go this way, because I know a lot of people, they're supposed to be so genuine, but it's like, come on, they're lying to you. I was just talking about this, like, this person's lying to you, but it's like, you can't really do anything about it, because you have to let people go through their motions. But especially when I was doing a lot of research about, cults and all these type of things, because they're in every single community. Like, there's cult-like mentalities in the spiritual community. There's cult-like mentalities in marketing. There's cult-like mentalities in workplaces. There's cult-like mentalities in private school. Like, you know what I mean? In churches. Like, there's so many like cult-like things that go up. TV, politics, propaganda. Like, so if you like see somebody is just not following the right footsteps and you want to help them, or they just got into a toxic relationship, and even narcissistic people use cult-like methods to bring that person closer to them. And I was doing research. It's exactly the same. It's the love bombing, and then when the love bombing is over, then they start to do little things that are gaslighting, make you question yourself, and then they kind of turn it around and make you feel like you need this person. Then they make it feel like they're the ones with all the answers, and you're the only ones that will get you. They're the ones that need you. And it's kind of like the same tactics are used in the spiritual community, in some people's work, or in books, or it's like, it kind of blows my mind. Or even in workplaces. The point I'm trying to say, or even like a boss could be manipulating somebody that and it's like, you can't do shit about it. And I get it, 53, and I feel like you guys have come to this reading like, okay, I'm seeing some stuff going on, Alice, and like, what do I do? I can't say anything because you're the bad guy if you call it out. Like, why would you say that? I like it here, So it's like, your angels are saying that let your authenticity shine, because at the end of the day, I feel like what's meant for you will always be for you. And I feel like when you guys step into the spotlight and become who you're meant to be, you're kind of going to be that beacon of light where people are in a dark space, they can look at you and be like, okay, they made things happen, so I'm going to just I'm gonna pay attention, because like, you got people paying attention to you guys who may have one foot in one door and one foot on the other door. And I feel that even like in certain communities, or even in certain like lines of work, like there could be things that you guys deem unethical, but some people are not seeing it yet, or there could be things that go on. But I feel like if you guys just keep leading by example and shining your authenticity and speaking your truth, and eventually it will shine, because I feel like the angels are on your side here. They will help lead these people out of dark situations. And I feel like 53, you're gonna see people you love in friend groups that are not good for them, that influencing badly. You're gonna see people you love in relationships that are badly, in workplaces that are unhealthy for them. And I feel like there could be somebody in your life you're relating to this message right now, and for a fact you can't say anything, because then you look like the bad person. Like, these people are like well-versed, narcissistic people are well-versed in looking like the victim. So if you say those people are bad for you, they're gonna be like, well, this is my family, or this is my, you know what I mean? Like, what do you do, Like, so you guys are just gonna keep, leading by example and being a helpful, supportive individual. Although you see things how they are, you can't just tell people. I know it's very frustrating, 3, but I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. The people that are in your life and around you are meant to be there to look at you and see like, okay, this person is doing things this way, and maybe they know what they're talking about. And I feel like you guys may want to check out 1222, because I feel like you guys do have that power where people around you look up to you, even probably more than on an energetic level, more than the people around them. So I do think you have the power to pull people out of energetically what they have around them, because when people get around you, their vibration raises, and you're gonna notice that it causes some tiffs or issues with some people around them. And if they really respect you and what you got going on, I really feel like they might just be like, okay, if this person is the problem, then why are they just minding their own damn business, being authentic, and you guys are all just trying to bring me away from them? Let these people's toxicities outshine. You know what I mean? And let yourself stay in your truth, because I have these discussions with people, and they're like, oh, this person said this person, they're doing this, and I know this is wrong, but at the end of the day, there's only so much you could be like, hey, get away from this person. Like, you can't do that, even if the relationship's toxic. I even feel like at times I was in a toxic relationship, and like, there's nothing anyone could tell me until I saw it for myself, and it actually made me feel more alienated when people were like, well, then I can't be friends with you anymore. But when I have friends that are in situations, I'm like, hey, I don't like the way this person's treating you. I'm here for you if you want to hang out when this person isn't around. I'm fine, but me personally, I'm very sensitive with my energy, and I just don't like this person when they're around. I don't like the way they treat you, and I just make sure to maintain that boundary. So if this person does want to spend time with me, they have a safe space away from that. Or hey, like, I really like, hanging out with you, but I really don't feel comfortable, you know, being in your house. I don't like the way your parents talk to you, makes me uncomfortable, but we can always meet at my house, you know what I'm saying? 333, just be a safe space for people instead of criticizing them, because they're already used to just feeling like, you know, probably they're not good enough, or they're used to feeling like people are out to get them or whatever. Because I just feel like a lot of people have trust issues, and at the end of the day, it's hard to see who to trust and who not to. But when you are just that light and that support in a lot of people's lives, you could definitely make a positive impact. And even on a grand scale, I feel like you guys are going to flash this energy out into the world. Just like me, for instance, sometimes I exhaust myself because I haven't really gone on like a rant about, you know, social issues, but I did in pile 1222 because it was relevant. And I get really frustrated because I also feel for the men as well that like listen to this stuff, and I want them to be able to be like open and emotionally mature and find a woman that's on their level and makes them happy. And I really feel like when they listen to this stuff, they're not going to be happy. So I keep wanting to say it and say it and say it. But obviously I'm not going to go you know, onto you know, these people's platforms and start telling them they're wrong, you know. No thank you. And I'm not definitely going to go to you know, anywhere, these people's safe spaces where they could feel like they could just start, you know, revealing their truths. And what I do is just be my authentic self. And whenever I'm out and I've talked to men and I pick their brain, I say, hey, like, this is I don't believe this is true. I hit them with the facts and the research if they want to talk to me about it, if they open the forum to talk to you about it, you know. 333, this is kind of the way you guys can like be your authentic truth, but not feeling like so defeated. Like, I have no power over this, because you guys have like definitely a lot of different things, a lot of different messages and purposes. Just like myself, you guys could probably relate that I'm not just passionate about spirituality, I'm about being authentic. I'm passionate about teaching spiritual concepts that are healthy, even making sure we never get into this mentality, oh, I have to go to Alice's channel every single day, she has the truth, she's the Messiah. No, I don't want you guys ever viewing me as holier than thou. I want you guys to just come here and just be like, you know, this is a place where I can feel seen and noticed and understood. That way, when I go out into the world, I can keep shining my light. That's it, guys. I never want to be anybody's hero, because that's only narcissistic people really want that. It's like exhausting. I'm like trying to, even my friends, when I feel like they're too reliant on me, I'm like, hey, like, you could do this, you know, I'm here to support you, but you got this one yourself, you know. Because it's like when you have this leadership ability, when you're smart, easily people can just want to be latched onto you, but you're not trying to get this person to leave their cult to join yours. You're just trying to get this person to be their self and choose for themselves. So, you know, I feel like there's a way to lead by example, but not be overbearing, but also spread your message. And it just takes time and patience. But, you know, you ask your angels, what's the best way I can help this person with this situation? They will guide you. And sometimes it really just is patience and just being there when shit hits the fan, you know, because eventually your love will shine and toxicities will shine through. And if it gets to the point where you have to remove yourself from this person's life, they will always remember you as that person that made that stand, especially if you love this person. So yeah, 333, there's definitely probably somebody that sees your true gem, and you may question maybe some of the friends around them, or maybe something they have going on, or family or something. I don't know. I feel like I did this at the documentary there, so it's like maybe in general, some guys are like myself, just passionate about social issues, like, oh, are they ever going to get it? Or you were in love with somebody who has these like backwards mindsets, and you're like, are they ever going to get it? Well, the first step is that they have interest in someone like you. So there's a part of them that wants to learn, you know. 333, I feel like there's a lot of people who probably will never stand 10 feet away from me. I feel like if somebody want to come up to me and have a conversation about this, there's a part of them that like they felt the need and called to do that. So anyway, 333, you already definitely have a situation where you are changing someone's mind, or a few people's minds. So keep at it, you know. 333, I'm telling you. I'm also seeing angel number 1333 here as well. You are not meant to be the person that goes along with the group. You're really meant to be the leader of the group. And this was something that I kind of like had to deal with as well, because I'm like, okay, I kind of see things for what they are. So I love my friends to death. I'm not going that way. Like, this is danger, you know. And I had to kind of learn how to assert myself, but not be controlling. And with certain friendships, they're not going to like that. They're just going to want to go left, and that's it. And if that's the way they want to live, that's fine. You go that way. I'm going home. I don't want to be in danger, you know. Or we go to these people's house. I don't want to go there. I don't have a good feeling, you know. Or there's something there for me and I'm drained. I want to go home. That's fine. Just maintain boundaries. You don't have to like be controlling. But if you truly feel like someone is in danger and you want to tell them about it, speak your mind, speak your truth, you know, when you need to. I always feel like you guys are called to say something when you're called to say it. And it is kind of hard navigating the world as a light worker, as a healer, but also in this sense, 333, you're also very strong-minded and incredibly right and insightful. And you are the person that people are going to crawl back and be like, you were right, you know. And you do it with love, and you're authentic, and people love you for that. And that's why I feel like this pile in particular is destined for fame, because on a personal level, this is a very hard energy for most people to be around, because you see the truth and you've been gifted with this curse. Because you're like, and I always talk about this, it's like a fire is a house is on fire, but no one can see it. you know, and you're just like trying to put out the water and everyone's like, what's the problem, you know? And you're like, okay, well, I gotta go because by the time the house burns all the way down, you're, you know, gotta be halfway down the street, and some of these people are gonna be like, wait, I see it, the house on fire, and some people are gonna go down with it, you know, it is what it is. But when it comes with like friendships and stuff, it's like, you really gotta have people that really wanna learn and grow and expand in the same way that you do, because also on an energetic level, you guys are learning and growing and expanding. And I think that 333, you also build a trust in your relationship. So if you have friendships with people and you're like, hey, I don't have a good idea, I don't have a good feeling about this person, and then they go out and that happens, then they'll come back to you and be like, yeah, you were right. And then they'll build trust in the things that you're saying and doing. And I think that you guys are actively doing that. But sometimes, you know, I had to learn this lesson because I could be very harsh, and I'm like, can't you just see what I see? Don't be stupid, you know. But I actually had to learn that some people just aren't on that level. 333, like, it is what it is. I mean, I forget that I'm like in tune with another dimension, so they're not seeing what I'm seeing. I gotta be patient with them. And it's like someone might be in a situation, you know, that's not good for them, but you did a 10-course study about that. So, you know, whether it is narcissistic abuse, or whether it is cults, or whether it is an abusive relationship, or whether it is you know, a mentality that's not good for them, or a podcaster they're listening to, they're just gonna have to learn with their own actions. It's like, okay, follow this lifestyle and see, you know, how that gets you, but you know, follow my way, and we'll see what works better. You know, it depends on the person that you guys are with or the situation. But the point I'm trying to say with 333 is that your authenticity shines, and I do feel like also people have noticed that, and I see that people are going to put you on because of this. You're going to get opportunities because of this. So don't worry about some people around you not getting you, understanding you. You're also being pushed to environments where you have a farther reach. And I always talk about this as well within my YouTube channel. Like, if I went and started talk about this stuff, you know, with my neighbors in the house, like, you know, the Church of Alice wants, you know, like, join my cult. No, I'm joking. But if I started talking about this stuff, like, you know, I like with people around me, a lot of my friends, you guys be surprised, I don't even talk about spirituality with them at all, because I like to actually have like different interests, like outside of spirituality, just to keep myself feeling human, like a human being, you know. And anyway, so I lost my thought, guys. But the point I'm trying to say is that, like, if I didn't make my YouTube channel, like, and start talking, I wouldn't realize that how many people felt the same way I did. So that's why your angels are saying, instead of like, you know, just trying to convince everyone around you of what you see, maybe, you know, start creating or start writing a book, or you just have, people do see what you're seeing, but you want to have a farther reach. And I feel like you guys have a mission. So the things that you're upset about, the things that you're seeing, your angels are not showing you these things for no reason. They're showing you because you can make an impact. 333. So don't get frustrated as well. And remember, what's meant to be always will be. I do feel like, you know, if someone is truly meant for you, your angels will help push them in your direction and away from this darkness. And if someone isn't for you, maybe you're just meant to be that little seed of light that kind of like is in the back of their mind for when they're ready, or that person that tried to pull them through, you know, or that lesson you had to learn with that particular issue. But I feel that, yeah, a lot of you guys are just being asked to continue to just keep doing you and leading by example. I feel like there's sometimes people may see you as like an ice queen, but I just think you guys just know when to turn your back on stuff when shit don't look good out here, you know. It's not good out here. I gotta go home, you know. There's danger in this city. People always say, Alice, I want to be your friend, but I'm always like, you guys don't want to be, because I'm just like, we gotta get out of here, because I'm always like picking up on a million different things. It could be very overstimulating. So you guys probably feel my pain, but you guys are very gifted. Look at this, you're very gifted, and I feel that there's going to be doors opening with these gifts. And also 333, this is the pile as well. You are going through another spiritual awakening. So you're opening up to more gifts. And you might be very frustrated right now because you're like, I can't even navigate the world like this way. But there is actually doors opening that these gifts are going to be needed. And I feel like you guys will be attracting a life of travel if that's what you really want to desire as well. Things are going to be opening up for you guys. I really see you guys making it big in this world. So all the things you're experiencing right now are to lead you to your destination, and also to trickle back down to pile 1, 2, 2, 2. You may as well maybe met a soulmate, but they're not ready right now. I'm seeing right some of you guys, or just a friend of yours or someone close to you that could be just in situations that that you're just like So just keep yourself open-minded and keep going, because if they're not for you, they're not for you. But if they learn, they're going to learn, and that's it. If someone is not where they need to be at, because there's situations where you're worried about the toxic friends leading them this way, or they're not, you know, doing things the right way. Also, you know, if it's really to the detriment of your relationship, because sometimes we really got to respect just other people's lifestyles. If it's a detriment of what you're doing with this person, or the friendship you have, or then you know, you're gonna have to decide there. But some people are just gonna have different opinions than you and see the world in a different way. you know, and they may not be a partner for you, but they could be a friend or something like that. But yeah, you definitely have a past life with somebody that thinks you're very gifted, and I think that they're kind of already paying attention to things you're doing, and you may be leading them out of a dark situation just by being a friend to them and or working with them. This could be someone you worked with or somebody you work for. Some of you guys like are at a job, or maybe some of you guys like are already on a platform, and you're just being told that with your work you are making a difference with the people that are listening to you, and you've already gotten people thinking differently and changing their mind. But regardless of that, you're just saying that just because some people may think you're a B word or an ice queen or just crazy, it doesn't mean that people aren't listening, because you always end up being right. I don't want to gas you guys too much, but you know, we're all wrong sometimes. let's get real. Yeah, you got people listening. You were definitely right about something. And I truly feel, 323, if someone is meant to be in your life and trust you and be on your side, your angels are going to show them like that you're on the right side of things. I think that there's someone here in your life that you guys may be worried about, or a situation. Could be with someone in your life with a relationship. It could be a female or a male. Sometimes they're romance related, but you really care about this person and you're worried about them. Or some of you guys just being told that your authenticity is already pulling people out of dark spaces. So keep up the good work. And you probably already have with someone in your life that you know. You pull them out of dark spaces with what you post and how you act and what you do. You are releasing truth bombs on a daily basis. Keep up the good work. Okay, 323, you wouldn't be able to be here if you didn't, you know, understand this energy. We got communication and we got dating. Yeah, you guys have excellent communication skills as well, and don't second guess yourself, because a lot of people just don't, you know. And I also feel that's where I also struggled a lot, because I thought it was me, because I had a lot of issues with friendships, because I'd be like, okay, this person has a problem with me, and then they just ignore me for like days. This is in my past, obviously, and they'd be like, I had a problem and you didn't notice. It's like, I wanted to see how far you would go reach out. I'm like, why don't you just reach out to me and say you have a problem? Like, it's like these things like may seem like duh, but like people really don't know how to communicate, and it's like it kind of affects you in a way where you guys are scared to say what you think and feel because you're so used to people not being able to communicate. You guys are also probably recovering from narcissistic relationships where you couldn't communicate at all, so you guys are definitely working on your throat chakra. But I feel like for anyone that genuinely loves you, like they'll hear you, you know, they'll hear you out and be like, hey, I love you, but I don't know about this, and leave it at that. Plant a seed and just keep it moving, you know what I mean? If you keep harboring or trying to control, you know, the people are gonna rebel against that, unfortunately. So I feel like you definitely are being asked to like date openly right now, because there could be like a lot of, you know, on the topic of for my men and my women watching, just modern dating. It definitely spews a lot of like a lot of people are saying a lot of different things, and there's a lot of brainwashing going on, not even on purpose, but just the way people think about how girls are, how guys are, and instead of people just coming together communicating, because in all reality, not all men are the same, not all women are the same. Some women are more masculine, some masculine men are more feminine, and some people are very masculine and feminine. Some people are just both, or some people are gay, some people are straight, some people are bisexual, some people, you know, whatever, you know. So I feel like when it comes to dating as well, you guys are kind of like that friend that you give excellent dating advice, so you're spot on. So don't think that like you're a mess because your dating life may not look the way that you want it to. I think you guys are just straight shooters, and you prefer to just kind of lay low because you kind of know what it is. Also, yeah, you may have people criticize you that you don't want to date, or you're too picky, or maybe you could be on my boat where I kind of just see men's intentions. Like I'm not stupid. I read a lot of books. You're talking about the girl who read Game when I was like, you know, 21 years old, because I was just curious, you know. I read things out of curiosity. I'm curious, you know, like, and I want to learn. Okay, what's getting these people's heads? Like, what makes them motivated? And when you're authentic and you read people very well, you know that some, you know, when it comes to dating, it's really a numbers game of finding someone authentic that actually wants what you want on both ends of the spectrum, sure. But yeah, 333, I feel like your best bet, even when it comes to love and relationships, is to start off openly as friends and take it chill, because you guys have such an intense energy that a lot of people are going to handle that hot seat, you know. And I don't mean it in a bad way. You're not doing anything wrong. It's just who you are, and you are meant for people to really like see you guys. So, and for those that want to start platforms or on platforms, keep up the good work. And this is my pile too as well. For my women that have like women audiences, or for my men that have men audiences, you might want to try to branch out to both and connect with both. And that's what I've been trying to do as well. Like, because, you know, I know I have women here too, but I'm like, I want to reach the men, and I want the men that are here to not think I'm against them either. I really want, when I talk about these issues, it's because like I know I've really like faced every relationship I've had with masculine energies with so much love and compassion. To see the way they treated me, I was like, and my friends and the people that I loved, I was like, okay, yeah, we need to fix something here, because I don't think we're on the same page here. And that's why I speak about these things, and I want everyone to be happy and balanced, no matter what it is that goes on. But anyway, 333, you guys are very authentic, and I feel like it's very lost in this world. Unfortunately, it's very difficult, and you are truth tellers, and I gotta say in the pile, some people just aren't truth tellers, so you kind of know everyone's full of shit, and that could be very frustrating. But there's certain people that will love this about you, because I feel like the people that will love this about you are the light workers, the healers, or the genuine people that are also, you know, light workers, healers, or sensitive and naive, but they just don't really like see everything yet. They want to do the right thing, and they want to be good people, but they're just being led in the wrong direction. Those are the people that you guys are going to help. You're not going to change someone who's so stuck in being egotistical and awful into a great person, but what you could is lead some people out of the darkness. And if you truly feel like someone's a great person, their actions will speak for themselves. They're going to see you being a good person and leading by example, and they're just going to naturally want to be around you. It's going to be energetic for them. So it's only a matter of time before they're like, this feels like shit, and I want to be around pile number 333 people. I feel like this could be someone you guys are interested in romantically. Just chill with it. You know, this could be friendships. This is a lot of different relationships for a lot of you guys. You got already pulled some people out of some dark spaces, and they're going to be telling people about that. And that's another thing, why some people around them may not like you guys, because these people are bragging about you. They love your ass. Okay, your friends love you. Your family, or people that you do have great relationships with, they gas you up because they know that you are the person to the truth. You guys are psychic and you're smart. So anyway, 333, that's the message that your angels want you to know, because some of you guys had a question about like a relationship and a person you liked, but you felt like they were at a dark place or a bad place, or you had or a friend of yours may have gotten to a relationship, or maybe some of you guys are leaders, and you have someone that follows you, and like they're struggling with something, and you really can't say anything about it, or whatever, or they're in a community where people are teaching things the wrong way, and just lead by your authentic truth. Just like, I'll give an example. Here we go again, but you guys know me. I was always against the twin flame concept, because now full circle that I really think about it, it is very cult-like. You know, a lot of the ways that these readers have you, like, you know, your twin flame this, your twin flame, and it gets you going back to back to back, and it's just a way to kind of keep you stuck there. I'm not saying people who believe in twin flame or do that or have bad intentions. Like, some of these people genuinely believe in what they're doing, and I don't knock it, guys. I don't knock anything that people do, but I've just seen enough of it harmed when I used to do a lot of readings. I did over 1,000 of them, guys. I'm retired now from that for now, but anyways, I would see people being like, people were their twin flames who they had never even met, who were celebrities, like, you know, and this is more geared towards, okay, maybe we should like work on mental health a little bit, you know, because spirituality and mental health are two different fields. And I feel like at the end of the day, as someone's your divine counterpart, keep an open mind and keep getting yourself out there and learning and growing. They'll come back to you when the time is right, truly. But you don't need to be checking up on their energy every other day of the week. You know, you really just need to be doing you and elevating your energy. So if there is a chance that this person just needs to be energetically pulled out of something, like 1, 2, 2 or 1, 2, 3, 3, like your energy will do that when you keep moving forward, not going backwards. Because if you go backwards towards their energy, they're just going to be, you know, stuck in I feel like it's a vibrational thing. Like if you just try to like meet them in that level that they're at, there's just going to be like a conflict more, you know, and instead of just saying, okay, I'm going to keep it moving, and I don't agree with this, but let's just keep moving forward, you know. And then they have their choices to make when you guys reach that you know, that milestone. And like I said on my channel here, some of you guys may have been on the fence, like, oh, some of you guys are like, I still believe in it, Alice, but I like your page, and I feel like I understand why you say what you say, because and I'm very, very careful. I'm not like going on this page like, this person your twin flame, and then there's someone here who Alice said it, so they're all stuck on this toxic person, and it could go real deep. Like, this person could be really abusive and awful, and I never want that blood on my hands. You know, I want to make sure we're learning, we're growing. Karmic relationship, sure. Soulmate, sure. But you guys are whole on your damn own, 333, and it's going to be hard for you guys to find someone who's a powerhouse and a mental powerhouse like you. But there will be people that will be coming in. I feel like with the 333, you're going to be meeting more like-minded people too. So get excited for new connections, new friendships, and even some people rising up from out of nowhere, being like, hey, you were right, let's hang out. You know, I miss this energy. You know, you'll be surprised. Your authenticity shines, and your angels are saying, you know, put that out in the platforms or whatever it is you guys are. I'm hearing as well, or whatever you guys feel called to do. Music. Some of you guys feel called to like speak your truth, or just be your truth. Your energy itself is authentic, even if it has to do with being out with who you are and your style and your flair, you know. 333. And yeah, like I said, there could be something people 50-50 on coming out or being themselves or whatever, and you guys are that push, or you've been that push for a lot of people. And like I was saying, like some of you guys may have started off this journey like, oh, you know, I believe in this, that's why I thought this person was different. And then they're like, oh, because I was at Alice's channel, like I realized that like I'm actually met someone who was better for me and whatever. That's kind of like my mission here. I want to see you guys happy. Like that's all I care about, and you guys are the same way. And that energy you can never imitate. You know, these people may, around the people you care about, or the fake people may try to pretend they want these people's happiness, but they'll see the truth because you are the truth. And if they're around you, they're on your vibration in one way or another. And if they're not, they wouldn't be, you know. So I feel like 333, yeah, you're influencing people, especially other light workers and healers, in a positive way. Don't lose hope just because of some setbacks or some stubborn people, or that, you know, maybe someone you care about is in a bad situation. But I feel like you guys have already caught these people's attention, and they already want to be around you, even though you are not anything like some of these people. So that's a sign they're moving in that direction. So keep up the good work, guys. And I feel like you're just saying, keep traveling, keep doing you, keep living your life, because you got a lot of people you're meant to meet and impact as well. So I feel like you're not meant to be waiting around. Even if this is the one, they'll come to you when they're ready, you know, and you're meant to be impacting a lot of people with your truths, with your communication skills. And yeah, some of you guys are meant, actually, I feel like this pile is meant to either be online where people can see you a lot, or write a book where a lot of people are reading it, travel the world. I actually did on my ancient number page 1333, meant to write the stuff down, you know, maybe, because a lot of this stuff that you guys are picking up on really is from another dimension. Like you're smart and you have the facts to back it up. Like I was saying, I do a lot of research and I have a lot of life experiences to back it up, just to make sure. But usually it comes straight through intuition. My angel's like, this is what it is, and I'm like, nah. And they show me like 15 times just to make sure. And if they're saying don't teach this, I'm not gonna do it. You know, you know, don't shoot the messenger. And that's what you guys probably say a lot. Don't shoot the messenger. I can hear you guys saying that. Hey, I know. I get so stressed out because, like I said, a lot of you guys are like, I want to be your friend house. I'm like, do you? Like somebody had just popped up from my past, and they're like, she needs to drop the dusty. I'm like, excuse me, she's been with this guy for 10 years. I cannot say this to this person I barely know. But hey, when the time is right, I think that like if this person opens the form, like, hey, I'm having a struggle in this connection, or if we get closer in that love, maybe I'll say, you know, but I really don't like to be in people's business. But they're like, in their big point of view, they're like, oh, please just plant the seed, because at the end of the day, it ain't about being liked. It's about living your authentic truth, and that's going to really give you the most blessings and the most rewarding life as well. So I hope you guys do like that message. Bye, guys. Okay, 404, let's hop right into it. This is actually a number that's new to me. I've been seeing it recently, and it is a number about shifting your location or shifting your mindset about stability, or just kind of having to kind of reset or restart your life in one way or another. For a lot of you, you are thinking about doing a move, and I feel like this is definitely your sign. But for a lot of you, I'm definitely getting a different message, or an additional message. Like maybe if you do want to move, a friend will help you out with this. Or for some of you, I feel as though like you want to make a change in your life and someone's coming in to help you with that. I definitely feel 404, just in general, this number is about like you may feel as though your life is like on a reset, or you may feel as though like you may have to change your location or change your job or make a huge shift, but you're being divinely guided through it. And also with the strength card here as well, I feel as though even if you guys have to do that, there's just some sort of shift that needs to happen in your mindset, but you still have all the knowledge and all the stability that came before it. Like this is the energy where some of you may feel like, oh, I did all this work on this job, and now I kind of feel like I have to like move this job and start all over again because it's not actually what I thought it was going to be. Or I went to school all the way for this job, and then I graduated and I realized I don't really want to do this anymore, and now what, you know, now who am I? And it's kind of like you learned that all wasn't for you. And not only that, it's not like you start over. You literally have the knowledge of being a college graduate, or you have the knowledge of whatever it is that you built up to that point. So I feel like 404 is either that some of you guys may feel that you just like made a move and it wasn't for you and you got to move again, or some of you guys may feel like you invested in a job or situation and it wasn't all it was cracked out to be. I don't really want to do it anymore. But I feel like if you really feel like you have to do a huge transition, what your angels are saying is there's going to be somebody helping you along the way, which is awesome. So I'm also thinking as well, this doesn't really mean that like you're on a complete reset. I just feel like it's more of like a mentality. I didn't really understand what some of these numbers mean till I go through it, because especially when I was seeing like 202 all the time, I was thinking like, oh, you know, your soulmate is going to go have a change of perspective or something like that. But then I realized when I started to see 202, it was on my apartment when I made a move into another state, and I was there for almost a whole year, and it changed my whole perspective on life and relationships. And then I came back thinking totally differently. So I kind of feel like it's like that. It's more of like an energetic thought process than it is an actual like, oh my God, my whole life is gonna change, you know? But I feel like some of you guys may feel as though you're in a reset or you don't even know what to do with yourself when you get all this new information. Like it is kind of like you realize, okay, something you worked so hard on wasn't for you, or everything you thought was a lie, but it's also an elevated thing, you know? And I feel like this is something that happens when you do elevate really quick and fast, you learn really quick and fast. So I feel 404, this also has something to do with maybe you had to take a step back and reevaluate something in your life and kind of redo it. But the one thing I really see is that although this transition may be a bit difficult, this is happening because you're healing. It's like you could have kept going on and on and on and on in the direction that you were going in, but you still would have probably had success, but you would have really been unhappy. So there's just some sort of stop or halt or change or move you have to make, even if it's momentarily, or a pause, even if it's momentarily, just so you could get back on the right tracks. And I feel that it's gonna change your perspective for the better. So something is happening or will happen that will change your perspective for the better. For those who just feel like you need to do a move or a shift and it's really gonna help your energy out, I definitely feel as though that is for you guys. I even feel like some of you guys just wanna get away for a little bit and just clear your mind. I'm definitely hearing that. Like there's just something that needs to happen for your, or has happened that kind of changed your perspective on life. Even like 404, maybe you are just changing your mind about like who you are and like where you want to be in this world, or who do you want to be in this world. And I do feel that help is on the way, 404 as well. I actually feel for some of you guys, maybe the mentality switch is that you thought you had to do it all on your own, or you thought there's no one out there to help you, and your angels trying to help you see that there are stable, kind, helpful people that want to help you guys out, but you had to learn who wasn't to be trusted in order to get there. And I feel sometimes people go through that journey of like, oh, I can't trust this person, and all these people are bad and terrible. Oh my gosh, this sucks. And then they get stuck in that and just start trying to do everything by themselves. Everyone should have a journey where they realize who they can trust, who they can't trust, where they become independent and do for themselves. But there comes a certain point where, you know, you're going to need to learn no man is an island. But some people get so stuck in their healing journey that they're so hurt by being hurt, they forget that they still got to open up and let new people in, because not everybody's terrible. I always say, you know, love exists because you are loved. And I'll even give an example, you know, for myself. Like, you guys know that I went on a journey in life where I started to get, you know, a lot of reality checks about, you know, gender roles and social issues and how they play a role in relationships. And if I continue on that way, I feel like I didn't really heal myself. I would really feel like everyone's just like this. But in all reality, 404, it's not like everyone's like this. I feel like I was being shown a high dose of this truth so I can talk to you guys about it, so you can identify it in your life, but also so I can identify who isn't like that. And I feel 404, for a lot of you, this is to do with your relationships and your love life. Your angels are saying that, yes, you got through the journey where you've been hurt and you've been effed over and people have really treated you badly, but what if we told you we're sending you a good one? You wouldn't even believe it, you know? And you're like, well, that's your guys' fault. You sent me through 17 terrible human beings. They're like, yeah, because we wanted you to learn who to trust. You were not going to get it. You were going to stick around with those people if we didn't push you out of that, or we didn't show them your true colors. We're helping you out. And that's why some people may be afraid of being on a path of a spiritual path of growth, but really they're trying to lead you where you're meant to be. I know it feels terrible, but sometimes it is kind of exposure therapy. I mean, it's like you're being exposed to the worst things that you could feel could ever happen to you, but then you're like, okay, I get it now. I'm not going to go that direction again. I'm not going to be in this area ever again. So I kind of feel that whatever you guys feel called to do, and don't feel like it's because of anything that you did wrong. It's just that you guys went through that notion where you had to learn this way, you had to learn that way, and now you're figuring out, okay, this is the next step for me. So this is definitely a good sign if you guys are, you know, dating and you're a little afraid to let someone in, especially that this person is extremely helpful. That's a good sign. This is a really good sign if you guys wanted to make a move or a shift. Like you thought, you know, this would be your dream going somewhere and it wasn't for you, and you want to go somewhere else. This could be your realizing, oh, I don't even want to work this job at all. I'm going to try a whole new career path. These are all really good moves. Even though you may feel as though you put so much effort into something, it's because it's for a reason, you know. It's not because of any wrong reason. It's almost like part of your purpose. It's like part of your story is to talk about, I put so much effort into this, and then I was so stuck in this way that I can't believe I ended up like this. It's just a sign that miracles happen, or whatever your angels want you to do, you know. You guys could like insert blank into blank in your happiness speech when things all work out for you. We got friendship here. Worry. Yeah, so that's kind of it for 404. I feel as though like you guys really learned a lot, and you guys are really helpful, surface oriented people. So it's not going to be hard for you guys to identify who is and isn't like that. Like I feel like some of you guys really have trust issues because of the things you've gone through, and you also don't trust your intuition anymore because you're like, oh, I did this already and I didn't work out, so why do I feel like I need to do it again or to try it over again? Or I trusted myself investing in this and I really thought it would work out and it didn't. Now I want to do something else. Like I was full-fledged into this situation, and it just wasn't for me. I really thought this was going to work out and it didn't. But in all honesty, I feel like you know now with all your heart and knowledge that it isn't for you. It's almost like, just think of it in a positive sense, because it's something like maybe some of you guys lost your job and you just have to find a new job, and you're like shattered. But I feel like it's like this is showing you how strong you are, and I feel that you guys are service oriented healers. There will always be people around you that want to help you and support you. You like attracts like. The problem is that I'm not for the people that are like, oh, you deserve this stuff because part of you is like this, or you deserve people to take advantage of you. No, your angels want you to be stable on your own and realize that help is going to come in, but they also don't want you to rely too much on the help, because then that kind of like stifles your potential, but also gets you a little bit like, they want you to make sure you're not codependent on these people and these situations that want to help you too, because I feel like healing is a big part of even maintaining these relationships healthily, because if your only idea of stability is toxicity, you're not going to know what healthy feels like. If you only know love bombing, you're not going to know what someone who starts slow, impatient in friendship looks like. Or if you're not healed and you're vital when you're mad, me that I'm healing from, but I'm just kidding, guys. But if you do that, you're gonna scare away the right person. I'm saying you can't really scare away the right person, but you guys get what I'm talking about. They're not gonna send someone in at the time period where they feel like you're gonna fight this person off with the bat. They're gonna send this person in at the time period where they feel like you've done the healing. So there's like a reset healing energy. Well, now you can enter back into something. Now you can enter back into dating. Now you can go for that dream job. Now you can shift your career, and it's like you may think that, oh, okay, well, what was that all about? But really, it's all for the better. Does that make sense, 404? Because I feel like it's really gonna like vary on your circumstance. Like when I first started seeing this number, I really think about moving, but I think it's deeper than that. It's like kind of like the energy of like you really had such a big change of perspective after you healed that you kind of want to try something again, or you have such a big perspective when you healed, you actually realize that what you thought you wanted, you didn't want it at all. So now you want to go in a different direction, and this is going to bring you more stability. And I feel as though you're going to have this like zero energy, because it's like kind of feeling like a new beginning, like, oh, this is exciting, this is new again. Even though I've been down this road before, I'm going down this road with this new excited mindset. I'm dating now with all this knowledge that I know, or I'm dating now, or I'm letting friends in my life with knowing that, okay, yeah, I know all the red flags now. I won't accept anything in, because I feel like you guys really were doing a whole like reset chapter the last year or two of your life, or it never really stops. But Stranger is saying that you guys have also gathered a lot of strength and stamina. I feel like the 404, despite, this number or not, I really feel like help is on the way, because I feel like they're all saying in 333, especially if you guys chose that pile, check it out. You guys are actually the type to have other people change their perspectives. So when you start to change your perspective too, and you grow and you evolve, people find that quite fascinating, and they find that somebody they want to be around and build a friendship with, because I feel like you guys are not the type to build your whole identity around just being one way. And I work really hard on this too as well, because just because I learn a harsh lesson about, narcissistic abuse, I don't just focus on the narcissistic abuse in my life like every day, 24/7, and focus on that person. I feel like some people get so stuck in their healing that they just kind of just over focus on just what they've gone through. Not to say that there's anything wrong with that. Everyone has their own pace, but try not to make like your trauma, what you've gone through, your identity. And I also work really hard on this too, because I'm super passionate, like you guys know, about like social issues and stuff. But I don't want that to be seen as that I'm bitter, or that I don't like men, or the men here to not feel welcome. If anything, I love you guys even more, because you're just able to sit and vibe with me, and that's all I want. I just want to make sure everyone's is happy, healthy, and operating. And I have to pull back my energy when I feel like, yeah, there's a time to be angry and a time to speak. There's time to relax and move on, and take a more compassionate approach to the things you want to do with your life. And then you're going to meet somebody sometimes that changes your whole perception about relationships and love and life, or you're going to meet somebody who changes your whole perception on a career or money, or your relationship with finances, or you'll meet somebody that will change your whole perception on the spirituality even, or you may think you would never connect with somebody that has a different mentality than you, that's from a different walk of life. So I feel as though 404, this is kind of a message where like, be open to being friends with different types of people. because you may find that the people that are most like you are nothing like you. This is a concept too that I actually learned as well through my experiences, and people kind of confuse it as like, oh, Alex doesn't want to be friends with people in the spiritual community. And it's not that, guys. I really do love spiritual people, and I do get lonely because I don't have a lot of people to talk about it with, but I just had bad experiences. So but I learned maybe I'm just the type of person that likes to thrive off relationships of people that are different than me, that I can learn from, that I can grow from. And what I've really truly learned is just because someone says they're spiritual does not make them a light worker, a healer, or a great person. Just because someone is not fully into the spiritual community or reading tarot cards or even a service-based industry. Well, some people actually, I feel like most people in this energy that you guys are in probably are, but you know, just like maybe like a self-proclaimed one outwardly, you know, doesn't mean they're not a light worker and a healer or a potential friend. And I feel like you're being asked to kind of like branch outside of what you know, because you're having experiences where you're realizing that what you thought something was isn't what you thought it was, and instead of having a crisis about it, it's like it's to lead you to what is supposed to be. Does that make sense? First of all, I feel like these concepts are kind of like out there, but you guys know how my brain, imagine being in my brain. I say to people all the time, imagine how I feel. But you know, this just makes a lot of sense when you go through experiences after experience where you realize, oh, okay, yeah, this is what wasn't what I thought. I'm hearing that one song, wasn't what I thought it was. Another story to tell, you know, like it wasn't what I thought it was. Like what you guys thought was like for you may not be for you. But yeah, 404, I feel as though new friendship or new people come into your life because you change your perspective, because you guys healed so much, you're able to kind of see the world again with fresh eyes, but like through like a healed perspective. Because also when you're navigating the world hurt, you also tend to not see things for what they are. And I've done this too, where I've assumed things that weren't true, or maybe they were true to an extent, but it bothered me more than it should have. Or even like when Pot 1222, when I talked about relationships, what I deemed as rejection ended up just being somebody was just not comfortable in my energy, which is, it's just okay, you know, like because of just things that were out of my control, and they still liked me, but just wasn't the person for me. It's like when you become spiritual even more, you begin to see the world that we're all the same. And I think that what kind of like messes people up from time to time is when we are right fighters, and when we do believe so much in what we believe in, we have this like us versus them mentality. And I was actually talking about cults and stuff, and 333 is interesting, but in all reality, we have to kind of like you identify, you know, things and speak on truths, of course, never ignore them, but also we have to kind of learn how do we merge the bridge between the people that are different than us and people that think different than us. And if their heart is good and our heart's in a good place, maybe we could just, you know, have a meeting of the mind. And I feel that that's kind of what your path has brought you guys to understand, that you and other people who are nothing like you are actually like you a lot, and people that maybe you thought we're like you, we're nothing like you. And I don't know, 404, maybe it's only going to make sense for the people watching, but I feel like maybe you had to do a friendship reset, or a relationship mentality reset, or a move, or you're gonna, in this pile, I feel like you guys will be doing a move or eventually moving in with a soulmate, okay? So I feel like some of you guys find it hard to believe, but you're destined to be with somebody, but you had to go through all these motions to get there, because I think this person, you never would have trusted them, picked them, or let them in if you weren't at where you're at when you have met this person, or when you will meet this person. Some of you guys, this is a new love coming in. This is a sign new love's coming in. This person could be at a different location than you guys, and maybe you come to the conclusion that you don't want to be in your location anymore, and you're gonna move. Or so maybe some of you guys realize that you want to just travel the world, so your soulmate's gonna have to just deal with that. And instead of just trying to like you maybe tried your whole life to stay in one location, make someone else happy, or but in reality you realize, oh no, someone should just trust the way I am. I feel like you guys are like realizing that maybe you know, this change you guys are making, this healing you're doing, is actually broadening your horizons and leading you to a soulmate if you haven't met one already. For those that want to do a move, I see that you're probably going to be meeting the person you're meant to be with. And I also see that just in general, 404, because you're healing yourself, new helpful people are on the way. And now you just have a better screening process. And I feel that you guys are choosing to choose compassion in situations with people that really hurt you. So it's helping you see clearly. It's like, are they wrong? Are they stupid? Are they misogynistic, or whatever the heck, you know? Yeah, sure, great. But like, do you have to have them in your life? No. Does it bother your day-to-day basis if you're surrounding yourself with positive, like-minded people? And then when you call time, you speak your truth, but then you keep it moving. You know what I mean? I feel like you guys really are learning how to balance, you know, who you are as a person versus like you know, somebody that also just wants to just stop worrying about what goes on in the world all the time, or worrying about the people you care about. There's like a lot of things going on here, because I really feel like you guys are like my empaths and my healers. So you just constantly are just worried about like the people you care about, the state of the world. So just know that there's people coming in to help you with that. And I also feel 404 that if you feel as though like you got a certain mission in life or a mentality, I feel that maybe, you know, at first the people that are around you may not see it or believe what you believe or understand it, but I feel like you're getting like a sign that you have the ability to influence people, to change minds and influence people in a positive way. You guys want to check out 333 because there's just something about you guys maybe wanting to give up on love or relationships because of what you've experienced, as a lot of it to be true, like I speak about. There are people out there that have compassion and love for you, or willing to listen to your point of view and be like, okay, yeah, like I actually understand like your mission and I want to help you out with this. This is cool. And some takes some people sometimes to get there, and whatever it is that you guys you know, want to do in this world, to be in this world. Or some of you guys, like, it's just so simple as you want to change your job or your career, and you got a friend coming around and be like, you could do it, you know, you maybe, you know, you guys are realizing there are people out there who want to support you. So what I see in general for this pile is a lifestyle and mindset switch. You've been doing such a good job on healing that you're actually opening yourself back up to better people, better friendships, and I see that there is people coming in to help you, multiple, like, you know, because we have 3, 4 here, so 3 to 4 people. I see friendships, I see a love offer coming in or new love coming in. And for some of you, you know, you're going to be making moves physically or with your job or with your career, and there's nothing wrong with that. Gratitude is there, and adversity, yeah, just you guys are going to be very thankful that these challenges happened because they actually led you to the best possible outcome. Like I saw in Palm 1111 full circle, but I feel like, you know, adversity here, like even if some people may be not quite understanding you, like I was saying in 333, don't give up hope, because there is your angels are putting you in this position for a reason. Like you wouldn't be awake and aware to the cruelties of the world for no reason, or you know, 404, I feel like sometimes, or you wouldn't be put through such bullshit for a reason. Like there's a higher reason for your experiences, and you guys are healing enough to see that and move in the right direction again. And if you are not there yet, that's where you're heading. And I feel like this pile is complicated, so let me know below if this resonates with you guys, because I do feel like regardless of what's going on here, you're getting abundance and you're getting a lot of people out coming in to help you guys too as well, because I think that you guys definitely are actually going through a transition that's bringing you to a higher purpose. So it's like you've probably been through a lot of shit, 404, and you're like, why God, why, you know? But I actually feel like this was not for no reason. But you may feel like the awareness you have, the knowledge you have, it's like kind of like a lot to deal with. But once you heal a little bit and get the right people around you, you're gonna realize that, you know, the things you've gone through is not gonna be a reality forever, and you're gonna be out of the mud and be like, okay, yeah, now that I have this new healed, fresh perspective, I actually feel pretty good and empowered about moving forward with this new job or this move or dating again, or letting this person or letting this friend in. Yeah, fear and humor, yeah. Like one of the channel messages says, God has a sense of humor, universe has a sense of humor, guys. And I feel like you're gonna start laughing again. And just like, for example, like some of like the crazy messed up things that happen, like to like me and my friends, while we're out and about, like we learned to get mad. We used to get mad about these things, but I feel like now we just kind of laugh at it because it's like funny when people just act like so immature or try to go under their skin. Like I feel like that's kind of healing and growth. Like, and then you're able to just keep it moving instead of being like, why is this person so horrible? The world is a terrible place. You're just like, that person sucks. Let me just keep it moving. You know, healing definitely has a big part in like, you know, validating what you're experiencing, yes, but not making it, oh my gosh, this is going to be my whole reality for the whole week in downward spiral. And that's just an example, guys, too, because some people, like, they invest themselves in a career and they're just like, well, this is it, this is my life, and they get stuck in that and that's it. But you guys, you know, whatever it is you want to make or change you're gonna make, or I got my heart broken, never again will I love, or everyone, you know, men are trash, I'll never date again, they all cheat, you know, and that's just not the reality. There are good people out there for you, and there are people that are willing to learn and listen to the things that you may have discovered, maybe even if you're the first, 404. So I feel like that's what I see for you guys. We'll pull one more card from my Pocket Angels deck. You guys can check it out on my Etsy shop. Also follow me on Instagram, QueenAliceLove. In a few days, the angels are with you. Yeah, you guys are getting a lot of signs from the angels because you are doing a huge transition, and they're going to reassure you you're on the right track. And they also reassure you that you're with the right person. They will reassure you that you have the right friends around you. They will reassure you that you're making the right move. Like, you guys will never feel like that like you're not on the right path. Some of you guys just have trust issues, so you're gonna question yourself. But I feel like when you guys may feel like this is a soulmate, I can trust them, you're just gonna know, because you won't have that like sinking weird feeling that you kind of experienced. And I think that's kind of why you guys have gone through all these connections, because looking back at it, you kind of always knew what it was for certain people in certain situations, just never really trusted that, you know. 404. But once you see the true reality, you can also reel it back in and realize, oh yeah, you know, this person hasn't really done anything harmful in the way that these people act, you know. But again, 404, I feel like you never truly know people's intentions, and that's why I do feel like you guys may have these, okay, I don't know if this is going to be, if this is going to work out, I don't know if I can trust this, but, and plus, you know, people have free will, but your angels are saying we will let you know who's trustworthy, who's not. And I think you guys are getting like signs and reassurance that some people in your life are good, they're trustworthy, and not everybody is terrible. There are people out there that are willing to help you guys out, and I feel like there's at least 1 or 2 people coming in, or at least already around you, and your angels are saying yes, that, you know, this is, you know, you're at the place in life where you're building stability around friendships and relationships and building up, you know, even though you had to work really hard to get there. Most people never get there because it does require you to really have a reality check and get rid of and clear house the people that aren't for you, so you can find these people, or have a reality check about the relationships around you, so that you can realize, okay, this is what it is. Instead of crumbling down and giving up, I'm gonna make the change, because a lot of people have a hard time just admitting to themselves that things just weren't what they thought it was, or what they invested in wasn't really all was cracked out to be. But how do you know unless you learn, unless you grow? And that's why I feel like you guys are, you know, inspirational, because you keep yourself in a healing, evolved state. So yeah, you guys have strength that a lot of people admire and draw upon, and that's why people want to come in and help you out. And people, just like you guys have helped people out and you've seen others, people see that in you. So I do hope you guys like this message. Bye, guys. Okay, angel number 1055. Let's hop right into the reading and find out what do your angels really want you to know? What is next? What's going on here? All right, 1055. What you guys need to know is that you did a really great job transforming yourself, and people have noticed. This is definitely the pile. I'm going to straight up say you guys are having a glow up, and it's definitely very noticeable. I feel like you guys look like a brand new person, or you're acting like a brand new person. It could also be energetic, but I feel like it's just like all the above. It's like physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You guys work so hard to better yourself, and it's like not only just about looks. It's like you guys want to better yourself in the lives of people around you. You even influence people around you to better themselves as well. But of course, not everybody is going to be happy for you guys, because some people are very attached to the old version of you. But on top of that, you guys really tend to just keep outdoing yourself, because you are on that self-developmental journey. I feel like you guys could be drawn to 1111 as well. But I definitely feel that for this problem, I'm just going to tell you guys, you look really good, and you got a lot of people talking about it. And I feel some people want to like maybe spread gossip or make you feel bad about yourself because they're jealous. But you guys successfully are looking really good and doing a really good job. So don't listen to any naysayers. And you may have the inkling that people are talking about you. You definitely are right. We got the gossip card there. But I do feel like there is a very positive energy coming in here, and I was super excited about it, because I was thinking about the 1222 number and how annoying it really could be that a lot of you guys feel like you connect with someone and they're just so triggered by maybe gossip or low vibrations around them, or how well you shine, or how quick you transform, or how spiritual you are, how powerful you are, that they have to just F off, or they have to go work on themselves, or even abandon you or try to hurt you just because you guys are shining. And that makes me like unhappy to deliver those messages, but it also validates the fact that you guys are doing such a good job. And I feel like you've had a number of people in your life kind of just like treat you like garbage after you've grown up and worked on yourself more. And that was something that I had to come to grips with as well, because I really truly thought that, oh, the more I worked on myself, the more people would be better towards me. But that's not always the truth. I feel like people will have a very adverse reaction to you guys looking good, feeling yourself. I didn't realize you weren't allowed to like yourself on this planet. Oh, God forbid. But anyway, 1055. So there's going to be people that really love this about you, and people really love it about you and admire it about you, even the people that hate that about you, because it's like they just mad that they can't do it, but they can, I feel like, and they just won't put in the work. But I also feel as well, you guys definitely had a divinely orchestrated glow up, but you worked really hard to transform your life, and it does really show. Like, I feel like you guys put in work to, you know, kill off the old versions of yourself yet you didn't like. And that takes a lot of accountability. Look in the mirror and be like, yep, I got to change this. I don't like that. And I feel you guys also cut off people that you knew were gossiping, that weren't rooting for you. And that shows. It makes you glow. There's definitely someone here, though. I really want to say that, they actually love this about you, because what I was saying in like the 122 pile is there will be times when people be very triggered by gossip, or the fact that you have a lot of options, that you're very successful, that you look really good, and that you just have this light worker energy, and they can't handle it. So instead of just like you know, working on themselves, being like, oh, this person makes me feel jealous, they want to try to tear you down, or they don't put themselves in accountability, like, well, they're a great person and maybe I should just work on myself or get on their level so I don't feel this way. No, you know, some people out there are really just going to try to make you out to be the bad person, or do everything in their power to make you feel bad about yourself. And I feel like you've had a few people even try to really bring you down, 1055. Maybe they were the cause of you guys trying to reinvent yourself. Like, maybe some of this had to do with friendships ending, or being fired, or it had to do with even breakups that with people that got so jealous of your glow up and your shine, but you guys are very good at spiritually growing and evolving yourself, and you got yourself on this whole new wavelength. And I feel that not a lot of people are going to relate to this, but you guys are looking really good, and you got that magic power here to transform your life. That's what I keep hearing, okay? And I also feel like you know, with this energy, I have a Scorpio North Node, so it's like you kind of have to go through these tough transformations. It's part of your purpose, but there's some people who just are so unwilling to do that, you know? And I feel like it's really rewarding once you come out of it, but I feel like especially like that North Node or this type of energy where you guys are kind of forced to transform, or you just really love challenging yourself and transforming yourself, or you guys really just said, I want to glow up, and you put your mind to it. You're working out, you're doing subliminals, or you want to grow spiritually, or you just want to get rid of toxic people. You just naturally have this energy where you guys are outdoing yourself. And people have taken notice, 1055. I just want to keep saying that to you because I think some of you guys don't really realize that's why some people could just be falling off your path, or some people could be coming towards you. I do feel that some of you do have issues dating because it's just like, you know, this person may have liked you 3 weeks ago, but then you transform within that time period, or you just went through another awakening because you're on a very divinely orchestrated spiritual path, and people are kind of meant to follow you and like look up to you. And then when it comes to dating, it could be very confusing because you're just like, oh, I thought I had a connection with this person, and now I don't even feel like I know them anymore. Or it's more on their end, honestly, because they didn't change that much in a couple weeks that you guys did. But I feel the good news is that there will be people, and especially the person here, who sees you guys have transformed. I feel like this person either knew about you or knew you through friends, especially maybe even gossipy people, and it actually got them interested in you because they're like, what about this person got people talking? Instead of just believing like what people say about you, or instead of just like judging you or whatever, I feel like it actually drew this person to you the more you got people talking about how like good and bad. I feel like also I feel as well, like for this pile, especially for my women or men out there watching, you are definitely highly attractive and highly desired, because I do feel like you already have it in you because you're a light worker and you're a healer, but also you're extremely motivated individual, which is going to be attractive for everybody. We live in a world, people are very directionless. So if you're a type of person that's like, I'm going this way, with the freedom there and the travel, I'm gonna try this out, I'm gonna move here, I'm gonna change my life, I'm gonna reinvent myself. Like, people just not like that. And people are like, okay, like a lot of people don't even know like how to go through their first transformation, you know, or they only go through like one after, like, you know, the universe sends them kicking and screaming. But you guys actually kind of like volunteer it. You're like, this isn't for me anymore. I'm gonna transform. I'm tired of being tired. I want to go on a health kick now. I'm tired of partying every night. That was fun. I met a lot of new people. That was a cool chapter. Okay, time to pull it back and go into hermit mode and write a book. Like, you guys are always constantly like reinventing yourself, trying different things, doing different things. And I feel like you guys kind of cracked the code on how to like live a successful life, because it's not just about tunnel visioning to one, I want to be a millionaire and doing anything it takes to get there, you know, stepping on people and being awful, and then, you know, get to $1 million, like, now what, you know? It's almost like you want to be fulfilled and make money, and okay, I made money doing this, but now I don't really like that anymore, or whatever. Or some of you guys, it just has to do with physical. You want to always outdo yourself, or you want to dress your best, or you want to look your best, or you want to have you know, multiple businesses. And I feel like I was kind of like feeling for the pile 1222, because that's something you guys probably all will experience. Is that you outgrow people and they're gonna be triggered by that, especially people you date, or there's gonna be jealousy when you're a light worker and a healer, when you're shining, when you're looking good, and people are jealous. Or even people that are very confident in themselves, they are actually met with somebody who even has a brighter version of this energy, and even they're triggered because they're used to being the you know, the most successful one in the room, or whatever it is. And you could get like really agitated or annoyed, or even like sad, like, damn, like, I'm tired of triggering people, like, I'm just trying to be my best self, like, why can't people relate to this energy? People just think that I'm shallow because I'm just keeping it moving, but in reality they're the ones that are being harsh towards me, or you know what I mean? I feel like you guys are so into like bettering yourself that people really can't relate to you on that level, but you are getting where you need to be. And I feel like you have a lot of soulmates that are like that, and you have someone here that I do feel like we do have free will in this lifetime, but I do feel like there's someone here that's super like passionate about the transformations and all the things that you guys have gone through. Maybe it's a friend of yours, maybe it's someone you've known for a while. Maybe this is someone that you've known through friends or through work, but this person has watched you guys transform, like go through tough times and come out on top. And they've actually seen people talk badly about you, and they actually wanted to find out for themselves, like, let me figure this person out. And I feel like this is someone who may have befriended you, or someone that you know in the workplace, and maybe they don't share this with you, you know, because I can tell you this person's talking about you because this person's not drama. They just don't like drama because they're into self-involvement and they're into self-improvement. And I think maybe that's how this person maybe got more interested in getting to know you, because sometimes you maybe get annoyed about gossip or people saying things about you or trying to bring you down, but in reality those people will actually get people looking you up and interested in you, because it's like people don't really sit around and talk about people all the time. unless there's a reason for it, you know? And this person's like, well, how come this person's just like doing their thing, living their life, enjoying their life, looking good, looking better every time I see them, whether it's in person or online, and these people are just sitting around doing the same crap. I kind of want to be around this person, you know what I mean? I feel like this is someone here. And I feel like it's someone who has romantic interest in you guys. If it's my men watching, I feel like this could be a masculine energy as well. But I feel for my women watching, it's masculine or someone who has a romantic interest in you. For some of you, it could be work related too. Like this person has wants to offer you something, or maybe this is like a sign you're gonna get a promotion. This is a workplace situation that you guys are kind of inquiring about. Like, or some of you guys are dealing with like gossipy or shitty people in your workplace, and it really has to do with the fact that you guys look really good, and maybe someone in the workplace has a crush on you and they're jealous. Like, there's a lot of jealousy gossip going on here, and it really has to do with the fact you guys have to glow up. And I know it sounds really shallow, but they think it's like, oh, they think they look so good now. They must have like, you know, no. But I honestly think that you look so good physically because you are growing spiritually, because you're evolving, and because you're manifesting, you're being positive, and you're also doing a lot of the work to make sure you are healthy as possible. And I feel that there's someone here that loves all these aspects of you. And I keep referencing pile 1, 2, 2, so I want to get to the point of that. It's been a long day, guys, but you might get like really like exhausted of like, you know, when you meet somebody and then worrying about, oh my gosh, these people are gonna start gossip about me now, or is this person gonna get drawn away from me because I'm, you know, or this person gonna, you know, you worry like, oh, what happened now? Did I trigger them my energy? Like, yeah, if you're a light worker, you guys are dealing with this type of stuff, and you check out 1, 2, 2, 2 because you probably dealt with that a lot. But then there's gonna be somebody that's like, you know, using their own discernment because they can see with their eyes you're doing a good job. And if anybody actually gets like, if anybody actually like believes gossip, or if anybody actually decides not to be around you, it's really because they're making that choice to stay in that energy, stay in that vibration, because they feel as though like they can never be on your level, I feel. But then there's like someone here that's either like feeling like they're on your level, and they're like, I actually feel like I relate to this person more, because maybe even the things that people were saying about you to this person were things that they feel like people could say about them, you know? They're like, well, that doesn't sound so bad. Oh, they think they're better than everybody else because they only want to date some people who have like money. And it's like, okay, well, I wouldn't want to date somebody who didn't have a successful career. Whatever, guys, it's an example, right? Or they think they're shit because they had a glow up and they lost weight, and now they're wearing all these revealing clothes. Well, maybe they're more confident in themselves now, and they always wanted to wear that, but now they feel like they can express themselves better. Oh, this person walked away from this ex and they left them. But didn't you tell me before that they said they suspect the person was cheating on them? Like, you know what I mean? Or even like your exes could play victim, or even try to talk to other people, your new loves even, or maybe this even happened to some of you. Like, people will like try to get in the way of you moving on without actually like wanting to even be in your life, because they can't handle being around you, but they also can't handle seeing you win. And this is something that I really could not come to grips with until I immediately became super, super psychic. And then I got validation from it later on, because it was only until like I've had friendships, and then after a certain amount of time, there'd be like a friend of these people coming towards me and then maybe validating these things for me, or even like just wanting to be around and being my friend. There's no reason for it, because it's like, based upon the fact of what all these people were saying and thinking about me, like, why would you want to come around here? You know, it's like they probably actually were listening to that bullshit, and they're like, actually, this person, I want to go over here, you know? And I feel like you guys have that energy where people are like, well, y'all can't stop talking, y'all can't stop looking. This person's living their life, they're looking good and they're succeeding, and they look happy, and you guys are miserable. So I kind of want to end this relationship and come towards you. And that's the vibe I'm picking up on 1055. You guys are actually influencing somebody to come towards you romantically, to transform their life. And I think that this person has already positively been impacted by you. I feel like it could be like a work related, someone in your workplace, guys. Or it could be, because I feel it's masculine. For my men, it could be masculine, and for my women, it could be masculine. It doesn't have to be romantic, but I do feel for my women out there who, you know, date men, or my men who date men, or whatever. It doesn't matter the situation. There's someone watching you. And for some of you guys, it's just strictly online. Some of you guys have online presence. This person sees you for who you are. You look like you're very family oriented. You look like you maybe love to travel. It's like, even if you guys like are away from your family, or you had issues with your family, you seem to always be like trying to work on your connections or be a bigger person. You guys are free spirited, but that doesn't make you like maybe the things that these people say. You know what I'm saying? Like 1055, like I feel like you guys are literally inspirational. And also for some of you guys who do have platforms or have a lot of great things going on, and if someone tries to say something bad about you, and people look you up, they're like, well, I feel like they're speaking a lot of truth bombs. Like I don't disagree with the things that this person's doing. And that's kind of it. 1055, you got somebody that's going to make you a romantic offer, or likes you currently, or someone in your life right now, and they definitely have seen you also put an end to toxic relationships and connections, and they find that to be inspiring, because a lot of people just think, oh, this is my friend group, I gotta accept people the way they are, this is my family, I gotta accept them the way they are. But like, I feel like a lot of you guys have the energy of putting people in their place, taking time out, and you actually have transformed people around you. And maybe this person doesn't know you that well to notice that, but I feel like you guys should know that even your energy, even if you don't get along with people, you have always impacted people on a positive way. I actually do feel that your family thinks this of you, even if they don't say it, that you've grown, you transformed, that you are successful, that you have got rid of people in your life that aren't good for you, that even that you made the right calls, even at times when you got rid of them. Like, I feel like maybe people don't want to say it. And you guys know I don't believe in twin flame, but what I do believe is when there's someone divinely orchestrated to be in your life, no matter what, this person is going to be attracted to your energy, and nothing's going to ever sway them away from it. So it's like they may, you know, take a little while to come to their own conclusion. There could be people around them that don't want them coming towards you, especially when I feel like it comes to divine unions. This is something I realize, and even relationships and family relationships and friendships as well could be divine unions. And it takes a bit of effort of clearing house on both ends, because when two people come together and they got a strong bomb-ass connection, they're vibrating high and they're doing things together because it's a divinely orchestrated thing. And there's going to be people that's going to be threatened by that energy, threatened by that bondness, that closeness. And the first divine unions that I truly have, in my opinion, have been with friendships or with feminine energies, so I could kind of see it without the romantic context. And it's like, wow, yeah, this person was with dating this person, that person hated me, and then I had to wait. You know what I mean? It's like you realize that, oh, even though I'm not telling this person to get away from that person, it's like people are really threatened by two people that have a strong soul bond, because it's kind of rare, and that's really where the divine union is. And I feel like there's like different types, and I feel like there's someone here who is a divine counterpart of some kind, and it's like they're trying to rise up to your energy, so you guys may be annoyed or hurt. Especially check out 1222 if like you feel like gossip has affected one of your relationships, or you feel like this friend left you and started a hate campaign, and you're worried about, you know, people doing this or saying that, or dragging people away from you, or someone in your workplace that you feel like they destroyed your reputation. But in all honesty, everything always works out for you guys, because that vibration speaks for itself. And I feel like these people are just kind of exposing themselves left and right. You probably dealt with a lot of gossip and negativity, and I feel like what's going to come out of it is people just realizing that you're the truth here, at least the right people. Because in all honesty, especially people you don't know, they have no business being in your business, or especially people you don't know that well. And it really makes sense that you guys, once like relationships are over, you just kind of like keep it moving and focus on yourself and keep healing, while you know, some people decide that they gotta like I just channel this put on my Instagram. You guys should check me out, Queen Alice Love. I always say you guys are bad bitches on there, because I'm on private right now because of impersonation issues, and I always gotta see you guys' pictures, so I know my vibe attracts my tribe, because you guys are definitely the men and female, like really into like looking good and presenting yourself away. And even if you guys don't feel that way about yourself, like you have this energy in you, and that's probably why you guys are like, why does drama always happen when I like somebody and never works out? It's because people sense your energy, and they don't want these people around you, because they know that you're not going to be with the shit. You know, if someone's in your life as a friend, or if someone is in your life as a lover, or even if you're family members, you are honest and raw and real. You guys should check out 333 as well, or the whole reading. But like, you guys are truth tellers, and you're elevators, and elevators, and bad bitches be like elevators. Guys, look up this song. Every year we get another hater. Yeah, because you guys got haters, and this person's like, why does this person have so many haters? They're just minding their own damn business. They're looking good and they're vibing, and they're like, kind of like, I kind of want this person now, because it's like, they just like admire your strength and your stamina, because they can see that people are trying to bring you down, and you're still so dedicated to what you do, and they're inspired by you. So you guys might have a suspicion that maybe that's someone that likes you right now. Maybe this person's offering you help. Maybe this person is coming in, they want to network with you. This could be having to do with work, like people are talking about you at work, or this could be a friendship, or it doesn't matter. But I see that there's someone here that definitely actually started to work on their own spiritual growth after they found you guys. So I feel that is someone you know, or someone that knows of you. But I do think that part of the reason why they admire you so much is because of the things that people say about you, even negative, because it actually shows how jealous and insecure you make them feel. And they're wondering, who is this person that people are just talking about them all the time? You know, and it's like people love hate you with 1055. And honestly, it's really because the way you transform your life and yourself makes people feel like they're falling behind. And it makes people feel like that maybe if you left them behind, that you think you're better than them. But in reality, you guys are always willing to take people with you. If you had to remove somebody, you guys probably did it with you know, a broken heart and much disappointment. Because I feel like and that's the thing, your integrity speaks for itself. And I feel that there's someone here who definitely feels like they want to be a part of your world, but they still feel like they got to go through some transformations as well. Or if you guys picked up pile 223, maybe there's someone you like and they got to go through some things as well. But like I was saying in that pile, like if you feel like you like somebody, but they may be in the midst of a friend group or a situation where people aren't the best, just know that they're looking at you like, like these people ain't it. Like I know who's telling the truth here. And if you're worried that you're never going to find your divine counterpart, because it always seems to be something, you know, with people around, the people that you date, just know that they're not the people for you, because the right person is supposed to look around and be like, I don't care what none of y'all say, I still love her. And that's really what a divine union is. Now, no, they're not supposed to be like 100%, I'm gonna ride or die by you, you know, like, and especially not at the jump. I feel like that tends to be the narcissist that's like coming at you full force, like you're all mine, you know, doesn't really care about, you know, the friendships or their opinions. Like people will move slowly in their own pace and get to know you, but still be very interested and use discernment, but also be like, you know, okay. But then it comes a point where they're going to be like, all right, I can't listen to this shit no more. I want to be with this person. And yeah, I feel like there's someone coming towards you guys romantically. It could be during retrograde. Again, my readings are timeless, but maybe this person's around you right now. They're going to be coming closer to you because they just hadn't been about enough of these low vibrational bullshit people, and they want to come at you and they want to tell you, like, maybe they'll even like spill some tea, you know, and you're gonna be like, oh, that's what's going on here. And also this could also be like another thing as well for 1055 people. Some of you guys are in a new relationship or a new connection as well with a with maybe even a friend or, you know, or a relationship. And that itself is getting people talking and hating, because people are just super jealous of the fact that you guys are elevating. And it's like, maybe it's not on purpose because it's just triggering to be around someone that's elevating so quick and fast. And sometimes it just makes them feel like, you know, oh shit, like I don't know what I'm feeling. It's making me feel upset, you know, or just in general, like if these are past friends and then they see you have such a good connection with a new friend or the soulmate, they're going to be jealous. Like, why can't I have that? Or why didn't they love me like that? You know? So I feel that, yeah, you guys are either in a divine union that people are talking about, or you're going to be getting into one. Some of you guys who got into a relationship, you feel like people are talking, but it don't matter. You know, you guys are looking good and vibing, and don't worry about it. And I feel like you guys are, and just like, if you guys do get in divine union and then people have a problem with it or cause problems, that's a sign to get them off your path, you know, because I feel like you're meant to be with somebody or relationships, whether it is a friendship divine union or a work divine union, or whether it's a, you know, love divine union, it doesn't matter. But though, like the quickest way to eliminate, you know, people that aren't for you is to just get into these things. Cause it's just like when two people come together and like have a beautiful connection, I just feel like some people just hating, you know, it's just jealousy is all around, especially when you guys have worked on yourself so much and the soulmate finally comes in. Because people always had you second guessing yourself, right? Like, oh, you know, you're never gonna find somebody, you know, if you keep, you know, working so hard, you know, if you keep traveling, if you keep, you know, you gotta dim yourself down, you gotta be this, you gotta be that. And you're like, no, I'm gonna keep leveling myself up, and I know my person's gonna be out there. I know my right friends are gonna be out there. I know my right career is gonna be out there. So I'm seeing a public transformation, and then essentially, guys, down the line, a very public relationship and divine union that either it's here now or it's coming very soon. So get excited about that, because your spiritual growth is paying off. And if you guys are frustrated because you feel as though, like, you know, no matter what you do, your energy causes stir and you can't seem to, you know, get these mother effers to stick, it's just because they're not the people for you. Your angels are trying to shuffle things around so you get to the right people and situations. And like I said in the last 3 pile, it's like you guys are kind of meant to be seen and known more than you're meant to be. You're meant to really have fans more than you're meant to have friends. And it's not because some of you guys, you know, are meant to be famous. If you felt drawn to that pile, but I feel that for a lot of you, even if you're not, it's like when you are a light worker and a healer, you have a very divinely orchestrated mission. So unless people can get on your vibration and they can be on pure intent, they're not, and they're not allowed to stay there for long. Usually people are only there for a season to teach you something, or if they want to be there long term, they got to really choose in this lifetime to level up, because you got a huge divine protection energy. And people, whether it's on a small scale or a large scale, are meant to learn for you guys. And I do feel like this person, I feel like they found you through haters, like, or something like that. I really do feel that way. Or they were part of something that you guys are a part of, and, you know, they found out, you know, that you were the right one here. It could be a recurring theme though, but I do see that somebody's very interested in you, and it's like they're gonna have, or they do have, this person could be coming in soon because they knew love. Maybe they haven't come yet for some of you guys, you don't know, but they're gonna have this energy of like, I really don't care what you guys say, because you guys suck, you know, like it doesn't matter what you guys say. You can't sway me away from this person, because I know that they're a great person, because I did the, you know, I got to know them, or if they know you, or they just did their due diligence. And also maybe one by one the universe is showing that these people that said these things about you aren't the truth. But anyway, I definitely feel like you guys, like, you guys are married to this like success energy. Like you might be the type of people like, the love of my life is bettering myself. The love of my life is transforming myself, is spiritual growth, is, you know, my mission, you know, and this like so attractive to this person here who's meant for you, because in a way they want to be like you. They want to be part of your world. Okay. So we got, yeah, let's see. Pet rights activist, dare to escape your prison that oppresses you. Change the world, then change. Okay, yeah. Choose your battles wisely, then fight with all your claws. Yeah, I feel like you guys are like right fighters. Like maybe it's pretty obvious that you care about people, that you're very authentic what you do, and I feel as well that maybe people talk badly about you because you are that way. I don't know. But again, people are going to be mad that you're a threat to the way they're living their life. Or if you have high values when it comes to dating, and you had friends in the past that literally, you know, accept the trash, and you're like, hey, like, I saw your boyfriend on Tinder, and they're like, don't want to accept that. So instead they want to turn everything on you. Like, you think you know everything, you get out of my business. You know what I mean? Like, you try to help people and they want to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, but like, if these people really listen to these stories, or they find out for themselves that you're just someone who just likes to help people and do the right thing. And even a lot of these situations, I feel like you were like the bigger person. Like, you didn't even respond, or you didn't even really like do much about it. And it's like, even like a year goes by, your name comes up, and then like maybe you talked about the situation once, you know, but then you just kind of moved on from it. But like, these people like could not keep your name out of their mouth. It's like, I feel like it's a recurring theme for you guys, even like when you date somebody, because it's like people may try to sway this person away from you, or you've had situations where people have tried to, or in workplaces or wherever, because they're so threatened by you. And the way you guys could just live your life, just being yourself, I feel that after a while, you know, after the fire is out, these people are still obsessed with you guys. And it becomes very apparent that these are just very negative people that are obsessed with you, because even that 1% of light that you guys have, they can only access it by talking bad about you, or they can only get attention by talking about you. It's like what these people have in common is talking bad about people, or even you. And this person, whoever this is, there's someone here who hears a lot of people talking about you. And they're like, I kind of want to, I'd rather be with them, you know? Because I guess maybe they looked you up, maybe they know you through work. I don't know, guys. And I feel like this is a sign too as well that maybe like this could happen in the future, where you guys are nervous, but your angels are saying you got a divine counterpart that's going to be like, nah, this is my person. Like, you can't tell me otherwise. You can't tell me nothing. I'm hearing Kanye West a lot, maybe like Kanye West. Maybe they're, what is that? Yeah, spiritual protection. Yeah, and your divine unions are spiritually protected, guys. So it may take a few people, a few laps around to get it, you know, like who they can trust and who they can't. But again, don't worry about it. If people fall off your path, they're not meant for you. You got very much divinely orchestrated unions coming into your life, and you just got to learn how to let go of these type of energies, not let them hold you back, so you can get to them. And so do these people, and you probably learn quicker and faster than most. So give your soulmate some time to catch up. You know, one of my closest friendships too, like there were several months where I barely heard from that person, but they're in a toxic relationship, and I didn't really criticize it. I was like, okay, whatever, you know, because I let people have their space. We still checked in here and there, but she basically said to me, like, you know, this person like didn't really like you, and I kind of knew like I had to have you in my life as a friend. I was just gonna have to like, you know, end this connection. And they kind of like wanted to mentally prepare. They knew that like if I was back in their life, they were gonna like want to get out of that relationship, so they had to kind of like prepare themselves. If that makes sense. I guess it's like an energy thing, because it made sense to me, because it was like this person really, even though I didn't say anything against them, they just were really threatened by me just being in this person's presence, which maybe deep down they knew that you know, my energy would be something helpful for them, and steal from the attention that they got, whatever. But I feel like, you know, it just energetically speaking, sometimes people just need time to adjust to you and what you have going on, and it doesn't mean they don't love and care about you as well. And I learned this as well, because as somebody that, you know, healing from having like abandonment issues and stuff, like you tend to think people who spend some time apart or need a little bit of time to digest or to grow spiritually means they don't like you. But in reality, it could very much mean they need to sort out energetically. They don't even know what's going on with themselves, or there's people around them causing a little fuss and they got to figure it out. But again, not to stay stuck on anybody, or you may think you know who the person is, but it may not be, you know, I'm not saying that because you never really truly know, but just know that when you keep elevating and being yourself, the right people are going to come upon your path, and actually to become easier to identify, and it all becomes a lot more clear the more forward you are and away from all this noise. And it's crazy because like I cut off, like when you cut off these really close friendships and relationships that are not like divine unions, they're kind of like Six of Pentacles energies, but they're like draining or like narcissistic. It's like as soon as I tend to cut these off, it seems to be like influx of like new people and situations come in. It's like, wow, I didn't realize how much that person was blocking me energetically, or the angel like, this person cannot be here because this person needs to be here, and then things start moving forward again. So yeah, 1055, you guys are having a very public glow up, and people are talking about it, and I don't want to hear anything other than that. Okay, I don't want to hear nothing, because you guys are probably using subliminals, probably working on law of attraction, probably just into growing spiritually, and it is divinely orchestrated for people to pay attention to you. You're meant to be seen and noticed, or at least in whatever field you're in, or whatever this resonates. You know, you guys are leaders in one way or another, especially when it comes to deciding for yourself that I'm going to take my life by the balls and transform it, you know, and you guys are the epitome of a go-getter in that sense. Even if you're, you know, not so out about it, it's just obvious when you pop out, you're looking good and different, and then you guys are healers as well. So that's another reason why people just want to come around you at the end of the day, because enough time with these people and enough time with you, energetically, they can feel the difference, you know. And I was saying the last pile too as well, like at the end of the day, like your light workers and your healers. Actually, 333, I'm referencing that one. I guess check it out. But my light workers and my healers, like, you guys do have other light workers and healers out there, but sometimes they gotta, like, you know, uncondition themselves and get rid of some people and get rid of some, you know, people holding their energy down so they can rise up with you, you know, just the same way you guys had to meet you where you're at, you know. And that's why you shouldn't be so offended if you really feel, you know, something's going on here with this person. Okay, give it some time, you know, and just keep it moving regardless if they are or aren't, you know. So that's what I'm seeing. 1055, your angel saying, you know, what do you need to do right now? Just keep on doing you. I feel like some of you guys may be traveling, or traveling opportunities may come up. I feel like you guys are just like, you know, healing a lot of family issues as well, whether it's internally or through therapy, or actually just like reconnecting with family members. I think people are talking about how you transform. People are saying that you're sick. A lot of people think very highly of you guys, by the way, 1055. That's also why this person's like, because just because like you have some haters doesn't mean people don't like you. People really like you, and I think that's what triggers these haters, or you're doing really well, you know. So I don't want to say a lot of people are talking bad about you, but I do want to say that, like, I feel like somebody who could hear bad things about you and decide for themselves that you're awesome is probably a true ride or die energy in your life, and a true divine union. And it's like that, you gotta have that extra bond and trust with your soulmate when they make you the offer. But I feel like this person could be newer in your life, or coming in, or you guys know this person. For a lot of you, like, maybe you feel like you're going through this right now and it resonates. But for a lot, this person is going to, maybe they're newer, but they're gonna actually make a move pretty soon. Yeah, maybe this person is younger than you. Maybe they're very passionate about you. Or maybe you knew this person when you were younger, but they're finally coming forward now. I feel like there's something about you and these people, like knowing mutual links, or if you are like a social media person, or you have social media, maybe you have mutual friends on there, you know, maybe you have been brought up even though like you guys never met or something like that, or maybe you guys know this person through friends or through work, and I feel like you guys know of them, but maybe you didn't know them too much, whatever, or you guys know them now for a while, but this is kind of what's happening. Depends on the situation. Person really likes how like you guys are shining, you know. Some of you guys are natural stars on stage at star quality. Like I said, just like the confidence that you have may scare away some of the 1, 2, 2, 2 people, and the shine you have, the shine that you have may also bring people towards you, because I was just saying that, like, to find your true soulmates, I just basically channeled this on my angel number page. I wish I could grab it, but I'm charging my phone in the room. Basically, like, if shining your light bright enough makes people not want to be around you, that means that they never truly wanted to see you shine. And sometimes you gotta like shine bright enough for the right people to find you, because they also are shining their light, you know, somewhere else too. So it's kind of the energy there where it's like, oh, you know, like people recognize people who are like you will recognize. I feel like I can't talk, guys, but you know, for my light workers, like, you guys are so compassionate, forgiving for everybody. You're gonna assume that the people that you guys attract that are like you are gonna be the same way. So they're gonna have to take some time. They're gonna be like, I'm gonna cut off all my friends for you. No, they're gonna have to take some time to be like using the discernment. Just like if you guys are dating someone new and your friends are like, I don't like that person, or I heard this about them, and you know that for a fact they're a good person, are gonna just cut off all your friends. You wouldn't expect that for anybody else. So that's why I feel like sometimes things just take time to manifest. And you know, with this type of energy, you gotta really be like, okay, you know, let's just be patient with it, because this could be happening, or I could just, be wrong. But anyway, 1055, that's what I got. People, regardless of, there's someone here who's really interested in you because of all this hype around you romantically. So I feel like they could be coming in your DMs or something, like a new person for a lot of you, or it could be a few people, guys, especially if you got some of the piles where I mentioned a few people coming in. And yeah, I feel like there's people that actually want a shot with you because of the power and the intensity that you hold getting people talking, because it's almost like this negativity has brought these people to you in a sense, because it's like they get people thinking about you more and more and more. It's like, why does everybody want you or talking about you? I don't know. Let me go check this out. So that's why I feel like don't stress it, guys, because when you keep vibing up, you're also triggering a lot of transformations all around you. And yeah, I really do love that message for you guys. So I feel like if your angels are telling you, just keep vibing up and just keep transforming, because you naturally keep glowing and glowing and glowing and glowing, getting more successful and transforming yourself. And of course, not just physical, it's spiritual as well. And of course, people are going to be fascinated by that. They never seen anything like it. You are truly a leader in that sense. So I do hope you guys like that message. Bye, guys. Okay, pile number 606. Let's hop right into the reading and let's find out what your angels really want you to know. Okay, 606, very interesting message. I feel as though you guys may have felt like you've experienced a lot of haters or spiritual attacks. And I definitely just feel like this is just like a normal thing that happens to a lot of like high vibrational light workers. And I feel like you guys have been kind of shamed out of this information because people have made you feel like you were crazy for saying it. But I do feel like you guys definitely have had a high amount of people gunning for your life. We got the psychic protection card. I didn't even pull any other cards, but also with the 6s there, I definitely feel like a lot of people jealous of you, jealous of what you got, jealous of your energy, jealous of your future, jealous of your potential. So I feel like you guys definitely caught wind of this, and maybe you know of some of these people, maybe you don't, but the biggest message here is that you guys definitely have worked really hard to up your spiritual protection. And maybe some of you guys constantly were stressed out because you could feel this, you're tired. I also feel as well, some of you guys are like, why does the universe let this happen to me? But I feel that 606, a lot of this is divinely guided so that you guys learn how to protect yourself, who to avoid. I feel also a lot of you guys have huge missions where you're going to be talking about these things, these experiences, and inspiring a lot of people. Also, a lot of you guys as light workers and healers, through your experiences, you learn how to protect yourself, and that way you can teach other people how to protect themselves. There's bigger reasons why, but I feel as well, you guys are building up stamina and strength, because where you're going, there probably will be people that are still sending you some crap or don't like you, especially if a lot of you guys have big goals and dreams. That means being seen, being noticed, being on a platform, and sometimes it's really hard to defend yourself if you don't know what you're doing. But you guys are learning through your experiences, whether it's just personally, energetically, or psychic attacks, how to defend yourself against certain types of people, narcissistic people, people in lower vibrations, people who do candle magic, whatever, people who, so on and so forth, demonic energy. You guys know the whole drill. The point I'm trying to say is that this is really good news though, because what I feel is that I'm hearing like Kesha, no more monsters, I can breathe again. Like I feel that you guys are leaving a period of time where you felt like everyone and everything was attacking you under the sun, or you were just under a lot of stress and pressure or a lot of energy. Some of you guys don't even realize that you are dealing with these type of energies because you just tend to think that everybody's well-intentioned like yourself. I was actually mentioning one of the piles, one of the chapters in my life, the angels were really just trying to teach me how much people lie. Like that was the whole chapter. Like we really think people are as organic and as authentic and honest as we are, because we don't suspect people to be, not nice. Because we also think that people are like us, like just genuine and well-intentioned, So a lot of times we got to learn about the darkness and the light so that we can keep holding our light. Because if we don't learn about the darkness, then when it comes into our life at a certain point, we're going to be like, oh my gosh, what do I do? So I feel like even though some of these situations made you guys feel as though you couldn't win or get ahead, there was a divinely orchestrated reason for it. You were meant to overcome it. You never were not going to. And I feel that now you're on a whole new level because of it. And that's why your angels may let these people in your life, or your angels may let these people take it that far, because they want these people to know not to mess with you. And I feel like you guys are really going to start to see karma hitting some people. And I feel like this could be ex-lovers or enemies. Well, I like to say enemies because I feel like for a lot of you guys, you don't even consider these people enemies. Like you're just like, okay, this person doesn't like me. But some of these people really think that you're like their arch nemesis because they're obsessed with you guys. And I really don't understand this energy until people have done it to me. And I'm like, I barely care that you exist. But maybe that's just it, 606. Like people know you're going places and you're doing things, and you're going in rooms and places they can never, or you have gifts and talents that they can never, and they want to be you so badly instead of focusing on their own goals or dreams. Or maybe they are meant to learn from you and humble themselves down. Like I always say, some people will sink the ship because they can't be captain. And I feel like with the situation here, people really try to sink your ship, and maybe they even did, but you guys learned to swim, and you got a whole new, bigger and better ship. Or like maybe the ship went down, but you guys kept swimming and swimming and swimming for a while with no ship, and then you realize there's a bigger ship waiting for you. Like I had a channel message, like you didn't miss your ship. There was a yacht waiting, and that's kind of it. Like these people always maybe energetically knew you were going towards a yacht, and they were always just going to be boat people. No disrespect to boat people. I'm just doing metaphors over here. I like boats. I don't have one. So yeah, I feel like you guys are destined for big things, especially in your workplace, or like if you guys chose the last pile, you've done a lot of work on yourself. So I feel like a lot of people could just be jealous about the fact that you're elevating on a whole new level, and instead of like taking your notes and learning from you, they could just be trying to bring you down. And I definitely just feel like a lot of these people are just very much stuck in like a childlike mentality. I always channel this message as well, like what would have scared you or made you cry is now going to make you laugh. Because when you really think about it, like no one's got the perfect life, no one has it all figured out, no one's better than anybody else. Like we're all just human and experiencing things, but there's certain people that always have this mentality of like, I want what you have. So it's like, with the college card, maybe some of you guys are well educated and they're jealous of that, or maybe some of you guys went really far in your life without an education, they're jealous of it. Like, no matter what you do, people are gonna want that. Like, I feel as though you got, like, someone could be gunning for your life because they want your position, but then you guys decide to leave that position, go to something else, and then they want that. I just feel like you guys just have this energy where no matter what you do it with grace and eloquence, and I feel as though people think you have stuff figured out, but in reality, you're just living for your own happiness and self-love. And I think that that's what they really desire, but they can't really articulate it, so they just start attacking you, or whatever the case may be. Or for some of you guys, you actively know you're working against some of these ideologies and ways of life that they do that isn't healthy or helpful. Or for some of you, admitting to themselves that they were wrong to you or treated you badly would send them through a whole like ego death crisis, and God forbid they have accountability. But 606, the main message that like, what do I do? Like maybe some of you guys came to this reading because you're like, just feel like you're under a lot of attack, but the storms will pass. It may take a while though, but I feel as though like you guys have been really working on protecting yourself and upping your protection. And I feel like eventually it's just like, I like to tell you guys, like going to the gym or strengthening a muscle, like eventually it's just going to be easy to lift that weight. Like you're automatically going to be naturally good at protecting your energy, and you're going to elevate away from these types of people, and they're not even going to exist anymore in the realm that you're in because you elevated so quick and fast. And maybe that's why they did these things to you, because maybe energetically they could see that in you, because it's like if you guys are going up, 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 and they're here, they're going to try to get you while you're down. I made a reference to like kind of like some of these people could be into spirituality or psychic, and they can see your big destiny. That's why I like to tell you guys as well to like use discretion when you watch readings, use discretion when you pay for readings, because I've had people say horrible things to me growing up when I wanted a little bit of guidance. I've honestly never had an accurate like reading in my life. Most of the stuff that I've learned and discovered are things that from books or through my angels, because I feel like no one's really meant to know your destiny but you guys, or maybe you guys in particular. You're meant to be hidden because your destiny is very big, and you may feel that way sometimes, and it sounds crazy, but there are energies that are not in support of this because it make them feel lesser than, or maybe even some energies that are low vibration. You guys know the drill. I don't want to scare people, but some people are just like kind of demonic, or you know what I mean? 606, they don't like angels, they don't like higher powers. They know that that's just gonna make them expose what they are. But anyway, 606, especially in the spiritual community, I do feel like a lot of people are kind of involved in energies that aren't the best because they don't really know, like, I don't know if they don't know, honestly, 606, but what I do feel is that you guys are on this level of growth, and you may not feel as though it's that serious. You may take life as, oh, it's, I'm having fun over here and enjoying my life. Why do people care so much? But these people have these intense energies towards you because there's this like very unhealed people. There's nothing you can do about it. I feel like for some of you guys, yeah, maybe it is you're in a spiritual community and you're really into just being a good person and leveling up. And there's some people who are just kind of like involved in energies that aren't the best, and they don't really realize that they're influencing them in a negative way. I don't always want to feel like everyone's bad, because people just are mentally unwell, and they can't move past certain things that happen to them, so they want to blame you. I don't always think that people do things because they're just out to get you. I really want to have love and compassion, and I feel like you guys already sent these people love and compassion and trying to move on. So it's like when you go so far and you're like, why are these people still bothering me? I'm just minding my damn business. Maybe these people you don't even know that well, or exes you haven't talked to in years. It just shows how powerful and how amazing your energy really is. You guys might want to check out the pile before. I always say they all lean into each other. I feel like if you guys do that, you end up watching the whole reading like backwards because I keep always saying that. But I'm gonna channel some message for you guys, because I feel as though, like, if you've been dealing with just feeling drained, unmotivated, tired, giving up, it really could be a lot of evil eye, and you guys have been probably working a lot on cleansing your energy and transforming and actively getting these people out of your life personally first, then maybe in your workspace and cleansing your space, then maybe candles and salt baths and just making it a regular practice to cleanse your home and move things around. And once it really gets ingrained in you guys, like, you'll realize like that it's not like it's easier from then on out. I feel as though as well, once you get farther away from these people, these connections, especially if you knew them personally, or if you even saw them as a threat at one point, or let them in your energy field at one point, the farther you get away from them, you elevate, the less and less is going to be an issue. And I feel for some of you with the work over here too as well, it's like maybe you feel like a certain like maybe you just feel like constantly under attack in a certain environment. It's either A, these are not going to be an issue anymore, or it's a sign you're just doing a good job, because it's like people are so threatened by what you're doing. And another thing I do want to say as well is that some of you guys are meant to be in a different like workplace environment that has more protection for you psychically. So there's a couple different things going on here, but I feel like from this moment on, things are definitely going to improve on that front. If a lot of you guys have been dealing with a lot of drainage and psychic attacks, or someone in particular out to get you, or a few people, some of you guys are seeing signs about some of these people as well. And I'll pull cards about that, because some of you guys were asking me, like, what if I see signs about these people? Like, what do I do, or whatever? And let me just read the channel messages, and then I'll pull some cards about that, and then we'll be on our way, because I don't want to spend too much time on this. But your angels are saying, like, I'm hearing, like, I hope you're praying, you know, because these people are going to start praying after they find out, you know, what's coming back to them. Because like I always say, I do feel like you can only go for so long attacking someone, bringing someone down, till that shit hits you. And I feel like sometimes your angels do let it go so far, so these people really see the repercussions of their actions, because I do feel that they've got warnings to stop and this and that, but they don't want to listen. So it is what it is. You know, there's certain people you're going to probably see getting karma as well, or you won't see them at all, and then you'll really know they must be tired because they ain't sending me no garbage no more. And I feel not to be paranoid about that too as well. Because honestly, 606, like, I get it, because a lot of people would come to me and they're like, this person's, I'm like, don't even focus on it, because I try not to as well. And that's why I was actually shocked to find that like people were still doing that, because I just keep out of sight, out of mind. But sometimes I guess it is good to acknowledge, okay, yeah, this person doesn't like me. They send me stuff, so you can identify and block out that energy, and then keep it moving again, and so on and so forth. They knew you weren't crazy. They just scared of what you are / know. Yep. So maybe this could be like narcissistic people, or family members, or friends, or people with narcissistic traits, I should say, that try to convince you, that gaslight you, you know, and get in your mind. Like, this could be like mentally, it's like a psychic attack in a sense, because they may not believe in that stuff, but in a way they definitely knew you knew what you were doing and knew what you were talking about, and calling them out on it. So they may try to, like, you know, gaslight and all that stuff, and got in your head, and and if that's the case, you relate to that more than like an actual like psychic attack. You guys are undoing that damage. So you guys are involved in connections with like toxic or narcissistic people. They really will mess with your head and make you second guess yourself. So it's like, for so long you guys were like, what's wrong with me? Why do I feel like this? Why do I have so much anxiety? Why don't I feel like myself? A lot of that energy could just be like residue from you guys just being in a traumatic situation energetically. And again, you guys are healing from that. So it'll take some time, but you're going to start to feel like yourself again. But I feel as well, like, when sometimes you just may have triggers or things that happen that remind you of what you've gone through. Big destiny goes big prep, right? 606. So it's like what I said, some of these things happen for a reason. You go through these people and situations for a reason. It's not just to bring you down, but it's actually to show you how powerful you really are, and to send these type of people a message. And for a lot of you guys, you will be talking about these things and educating people on what you've gone through. And for some of you guys, it's like, if you are destined for the spotlight, or you feel like you're destined for the spotlight, or you are in the spotlight, you obviously want to continue to grow in that light. So a lot of these people are just repeats of other types of people out there, that now that you can block that energy off, you guys will be able to just like be stronger and block that energy off anywhere it comes from, or just know ahead of time those type of individuals before they try to enter your life, if it's like a personal thing. Things that made you cry now made you laugh. Wow, guys, I literally channeled that and I pulled it out of there. See, don't even need it. I saw it in my brain. Let's see. Somebody is coming back with their tail between their legs. Okay. So some of you guys, you know, you may hear from some of these people, but I feel that might be your evidence of how much you are healed from this 606. But I'm not saying let anybody toxic or bad back into your life. I just feel as though like that is like probably the biggest sign that you guys are not affected by this person, because I feel that you're not even going to be bothered by them the way that they bothered you in the past, because it's like you've grown so much to see them for what they are, a little speck on the map, you know. Or you just vibed up so much. Someone is fighting for a position that you don't even want. Yeah, I really feel like multiple energies here. I feel like it's like an ex or something like that, or a past flame who try to bring you down. But I'm also seeing as well, that could be minor compared to like someone who could be gunning for your position in the work field. It's be like, you know, I feel like it could be a crazy intense energy here. And I feel like you probably should not be interacting with anyone like that. But anyway, I feel like, yeah, someone wants to position you. You know what I'm saying? 606, like, no matter what it is, like, people see you as a threat. So you're going to have to learn how to vibe up, because it's either like, it's definitely that like killer to be killed energy, 606. And honestly, you were never going to be defeated, but there were some times you're just like, I'm dying out here. Angels, help me out, you know? And they're like, we got you. But like, they just want you to know that like, these people, like, they're acting out of this immature energy, and whenever they come at you like this or do things to you, you should be worried about them. That's what they're saying, because it ain't gonna end well for them when all this karma hits them, or already has, or maybe they know it did, and instead of just backing down, they think that you guys are in warfare, when in reality you're just sending it back to them and defending yourself, you know? Workplace, coworker, someone's jealous of your success in a similar field or aspiration. And that's what I'm also saying, 606, especially for you guys who want to do spiritual work. This is the reason why I lay low at certain points, because there's a lot of people out there who are into spirituality, and they think it's really okay to be doing this hexing and dark shit and all this shit. And that's why I'm feeling, just because someone has a tarot deck and an audience does not make them a great person. I know, like, and I just felt like that was something that I learned probably through, you know, knowing people here and there, but also just from the amount of people that have sent to me bullshit that other people may have looked up to. And it's just, I'm not paranoid about it, you know, because it's just the way that it is, you know, and anybody that's in this field will know that. But I also was the type of person to be very cynical of people that also claim that about other people. But, you know, I would never claim about someone specifically or make drama out of it. It's not about that, but it's just the point of the matter is that, you know, when someone's in a similar field or aspiration as you may think, oh, we have so much in common, all those things. But in all reality, those are sometimes going to be the most competitive people in your life, because it's like, if they deem you to be better or doing better than them, it's going to trigger them to want to compete with you guys, if they're not in a good nature or have that ability to check their shadow side. And some of these people, their shadow side is so far-fetched that they've convinced themselves that you're the reason why they're not doing well. You're the one hexing them and all that. And that's why it's like, you don't even want to get into that. Just keep protecting yourself and moving forward and hustle and do what you got to do, whether you're in this field or not. It's just an example. Like, some people are so far into their delusions that they really have convinced themselves that they're the good guy and you're the bad guy. So what are you going to do about that, you know? Especially if they're being influenced by other people or energies, you know? But anyway, 606, what I'm trying to say is that, look, yeah, people, whatever you're doing at work, you guys are going to be either more protected moving forward because you're aware of it, or you're going to be shifting in a location that, or a situation that is more protective for you. Maybe some of you guys, if you chose like 404, you're gonna be switching environments. Doesn't matter, guys, but this is a good message about you guys are doing a good job protecting yourself. And it's like a leveling up and just being able to see things for what they are. And yeah, I feel like you guys really made a statement energetically that you're not to be messed with. Or some of you guys really stood up for yourself, actually, as well. Those who haven't faced or mastered the dark don't really know the light. Yeah, especially those who haven't faced and mastered their own darkness and their own shadow. You know, 606, that's the craziest thing too, especially if you've been through like a narcissistic relationship. It's kind of like, and you're not narcissistic at all. It's kind of like this person made you kind of face every single thing about yourself that you thought was wrong or bad, because they're going to try to like project that onto you. You're this, you're that, you're this, you're that, because, you know, narcissistic people tend to just nitpick at the things that you do. So you guys may be, you know, at a certain point in time wanting to learn and grow and try to fix all those things about yourself. Then you realize that like maybe some of those things could have been true, but most of it wasn't true at all. And now you have to like unlearn that. Like, in all reality, you guys are probably hard on yourself and always putting yourself in check. And maybe a lot of you guys have always been surrounded by hypercritical people around you. That's usually why you end up in narcissistic connections, because you're just kind of used to being criticized like that. And then the love bomb process feels like a dream come true, and then they switch up, whatever. And then again, 606, even like these people in your work situations, they probably use the same tactics. They probably like to love bomb you and get close to you and then use your shit against you. And some of these people who are into this dark stuff, listen, it ain't gonna end well for them, you know? They don't know the light, you know? So I actually feel sorry for them, because they're triggered by what you are because they don't know the light. You know, so they probably just don't understand what they're doing is wrong. I don't know. But anyway, 606, maybe they do, but we're gonna give them kindness and empathy. Maybe that's just the last step, you know, forgiveness and moving forward. God has a sense of humor, so do you. Keep laughing. Yeah, honestly, your angels kind of laugh at them, laugh at these people because they're a joke. Like, they literally bit the only hand that could probably pull them out of their ass. So it is what it is, 606. Even if it has to do with something you relate to currently or in the past, just know that you are vibing up and protecting yourself. And you're doing a great job, okay? And that's pretty much it. I was just talking about some of these energies. I was going to pull cards, but these pretty much mastered it. If you're seeing signs about people you had falling out with, whether it's friendship, whether it's relationships, whether it's ex, it's like pretty much the like, and you know you're done with them, that chapter's closed, and even if you never want to see them again, and you probably won't, just know this is your season of like, you know, thriving, okay? So it's like, you guys probably don't want to see signs about these people, I get it, but it's also a sign that people are still obsessed with you. If you get signs about these people, it's a sign they're still obsessed, still watching, still stalking, so still keep protecting your energy. But moving forward, I feel like you guys are going to keep feeling better and better and better when you see it for what it is. Fan behavior, yeah, your career, you're going places, and I feel like a lot of these people, it's like you probably mastered things that like they wish they were good at and stuff. Maybe you don't notice that, or some of these people, like some of the things that they did very well, like you're gonna end up there or something. It's like something about that. Something, or something, these people are just jealous that you're out enjoying your life and they couldn't get to you. It's that sad. I guess there's just some people that just have bad intentions. I'm trying to rationalize it, but fuck these people, 606, honestly. And yeah, that's all I really gotta say about that. They're meant to be out of your life, snippety, and the goodness that they had going for them is also getting cut out of their life because of the way that they act and the way they are. And maybe they send more energy at you because they think it's your fault, but in reality, it's karma for the way that they are. And a clear side of the universe, not to mess with the good ones. Yeah. So I'm seeing that. The one warning I do have is if you guys do have a very narcissistic ex, this person may try to come back when you're in a new connection, okay? So just keep that in mind, and it's just gonna, or they may try to get in the way, as in behind the scenes, or these people may try to get in the way behind the scenes of things that you have going on, but they can never really stop what's meant for you. You guys wanna check the last pile if that rings a bell for anything you have going on. But anyway, that's all I have to say about that. I'm gonna leave it at that. We're not giving these people too much time, because you're going places they could never go. You're meeting people they can never go. You're enjoying your life because you actually aren't a piece of shit that they are. And yeah, they may ruin your moment, but they're not gonna ruin your lifetime. They may try to steal something from you, but they ain't gonna steal your destiny. So I do hope you guys like that message. Bye guys.